Joker's Wild.
Oh, I wondered if anybody would recognise that. Yes, hello, it's Geeky Weekly again, or Joker's Wild, depending on which way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
We're joined by Terry and Kyle again.
Yeah, Barry Cryer was brilliant.
It's amazing when you think about the amount of stuff he actually did, because he did a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well.
Oh, yeah. He wrote under quite a lot of pseudonyms as well, I believe.
Yeah, I was been a big fan of Barry Cryer.
Yeah.
I don't know if when you used to watch Kenny Everett, and there'd be odd occasions where he'd show the crew.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'd see Barry Cryer stood in there, because he used to work with him.
Yeah, no, he worked with many of them. I mean, he had so many stories. It's a shame that you can't, just like with Kyle, actually, it's a shame that you can't pot somebody's brain sort of thing and then just draw all of that stuff out of it, because, I mean, keep you going for years. People like Bob Monkhouse, I mean, that the stuff that was in that guy's brain, and, I mean, the thousands of things that he wrote and all the rest of it, or the hundreds of thousands.
All politically incorrect as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, why not?
America's answer would be Chuck Barris.
Yeah. But they've they're nearly all gone now anyway, haven't they? All the ones that actually made you laugh.
Yeah.
Now you've got all the ones that make you want to cry.
Or pull your hair out at least.
Yeah. I don't need to do that. I ain't got any left already.
Have we got a year's worth of comics to show us?
You have, if anybody wants to. So I don't think there's anybody in the comments, is there? Nobody's arrived. So what year do you want?
What have we still got available?
Oh, lots and lots. Just let me find my page first. Then. I got it out ready, and then for some reason or other, I silly sod, I put it back again. Where's it gone? I don't believe this. There it is, right on the top. Oh, this we'll just name for it, because I mean I don't think you'll pick one that we haven't already that we've already had.
All right, fellas, I'm just gonna turn me what do you call it? My camera off, my microphone off for a bit, because I'm eating my dinner. So I'll just listen for a while, right?
Okay. Cheers, Gray.
Well, let's have the earliest one that you've got that you haven't shown then.
The earliest one we haven't shown is Action 1958. So we'll find a pen, give that a tick, and we'll go and get it.
Makes me think of one of my favorite World's Finest. I traded away of a 1958 issue where Jack Kirby was doing Green Arrow for a couple of issues.
Turn this off before it starts making silly noises. Hello. There we go. Right then. Wait a second. You have to excuse me a second because I need to go and get a couple.
Do you remember what issue of World's Finest that was, Kyle?
97 through 99. I had issue 98 with Moon God or Moon something or other.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, Kirby picked up and did Green Arrow for a few issues. I fluked into a copy because, again, I talk about this all the time. There's a million things I could have ordered offline. I just sucked the life out of it. Being able to just go find things, happen across from the shops and stuff. That's the way I loved it, and that was one of my beauties that I found for a couple dollars.
Nice.
In great shape.
You all right, Mark?
Yeah, the ones I've got in slabs, I haven't got too many, but the ones I have in slabs, I do a little photocopy so I know it's a slab. Right, the first one is number 236 from obviously Jan 58. And it says, I'll miss my old red and blue costume, but I dare not wear it from now on. This must be my official uniform. The most amazing suit in the world, immune to fire, acid and bullets. Why is he giving it up?
Very nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then we have a February cover date, one of the old desk smashing covers. But Perry, does my super strength convince you that I, Clark Kent, am really Superman? Oh, stop clowning around, Clark. Admit you rigged the boss's desk to fool us. I agree with Lois, because if you were Superman, you'd never want to reveal it. What's the gag?
You must have spent a lot of time rigging that desk up.
You certainly must. And then we have the good old gorilla cover. Used to be owned by Nick A. According to this, there's a little pencil mark on the top cover. Take this, Superman, or do you need more proof that I'm stronger than you on Earth, just as I was on Krypton? King Krypton, the super gorilla. Now, the thing with this cover is that if he was really from Krypton and he was using super strength to do that, he would have smashed his head in, wouldn't he? But there you go. That's just me being technical.
Is that the yearly gorilla cover as well?
Probably, yeah. But well, I mean, that was probably one of the first of the DC gorilla covers, I expect. Superman, confess, admit that you are wearing that mask because you now resemble the alien in this sketch. No comment.
That's another great one. There's actually a couple of these I've got, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I really do like that one. So he ends up with Clark Kent plastered off his forehead, doesn't
he? Yeah. The Sphinx of Egypt has got my face and it's trying to destroy me with kryptonite vision.
It's another nice one.
And then we have the super key to Superman. It would take 100 men to lift this super key, yet someone has managed to use it. Who could it be? And I believe, and I could be corrected, it's the only time you ever see this key. The next time you see a key on the cover, it's the one that's more like the aircraft thing. And it's many.
Serves a double purpose into the arrow one.
I've actually owned that bucket over the years.
Yeah. Many issues from there. And then we have...
Why couldn't he just have a normal... He could have just had a normal key for his door, couldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, there was a story a long time afterwards of that where he had a key and it was made of the white dwarf star. So it weighed millions of tons, but It was just the size of a normal key. But obviously nobody could pick it up other than him and Supergirl. And this is my poor old 1-0 Action 242. And then we have, I dare you to capture me, Superman. The moment you touch my ultra-force shield, even your invulnerable body will be destroyed. It's the greatest challenge of my life. This super outlaw may be bluffing, but I can't take that chance. Here goes. And I AI'd this in one of my videos, as you remember.
Mm. And that'll be part of that. I mean, it's already an expensive comic anyway, but with the next movie coming out, that'll be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this now. I mean, I paid £700 for this.
How much?
£700. But I mean, they're going by the seen copies on eBay and everything else that are not as. I mean, this is not a great condition, obviously, as you can see. But I've seen worse, and they're trying to get more for it.
Trying to get more for it, yeah.
And then we have, yes, Lois, I'm Superman, but a strange fate has changed my form. Now you and I must act out a modern version of Beauty and the Beast. Oh dear. The Lady and the Lion. You've got this, haven't you, Steve?
I'm not sure.
You've got the.
I've got an Australian. Yeah, and that's also, is that because there's a later issue as well where he gets lions fed into.
Yeah.
Redoing the old stories.
Yeah. Let me have. If only Superman were here to save us, but he's vanished from the face of the earth. They'll never know I welded their damaged sub with my X-ray vision. No one must ever guess I've deserted the upper world to rule my new ocean empire. I don't know whether he's told Aquaman. And then we have, thanks Lois Lane. You've used that size ray to shrink the real Superman. Soon he'll be a supermite and I'll take his place on Earth. Lois, I'm getting tinier every second. I'll never be able to return to my normal size and find my double from Krypton. Goodbye. Featuring the Doom from Krypton. Great start.
That was a great reading there of that caption.
I
was very impressed with that, mate. That was cool. Maybe laugh.
Doing his own effects on the fly.
Thank you, Greg. Great stars. That scientist and his wife are sending their baby son to another planet in a rocket, just like the one that carried me from Krypton to Earth. Is this world coming to an end, the way Krypton perished? And lastly, December 247. It's Ma and Pa Kent, the couple who adopted me when I was super baby. But how can they be here when they died years ago? We know what you're thinking, son, but thanks to this time machine, we've come out of the past to visit you in the future. Return of Superman's lost parents. Or are they?
I'm going to say, I'd wager that that's not his parents.
I would say so as well. It's a while since I read it. And that is the end of 1958. Yes,
they allowed the color pink back then, 57, 58, 59. There were so many pink covers.
Great set of covers as well.
Pinks and yellows were their favourite, weren't they?
Yeah, first appearance of Beppo and Superboy. That's just like a bright pink cover.
Yeah.
Well, Mark did pop in for a couple of minutes, but he's disappeared.
No, maybe the reception in Spain's not. What, is he still in Spain?
Yeah.
Oh dear, excuse me. I've got to wipe my face.
I've got to say, I don't own any of those ones.
No?
No.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we have a bed.
Do you like the poster behind me?
I did see it. Yeah, a new poster.
Yeah, no, people's Comics and Games kindly sent it to me in the last parcel. It was a surprise when I opened it up, and I sent them back there. I thought you might like that. They said, as soon as they saw it, they thought of me.
No.
I just hope the series is okay. By the sounds of it, I think it's only a 6-issue miniseries, but by the sounds of it, they're just revamping his origin. It's being done by the same people that do the Ice Cream Man.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Ice Cream? You've heard of the Ice Cream Man? Yeah. Have you, Greg? It's an anthology series.
Like a modern horror, isn't it?
Yeah. As I say, I've been sent volumes 2 and 3. I won them on one of the Triple G's members only things, and I've still not read them. I don't even know where the bloody hell they are at the moment.
I think I bought issue 1. I managed to get issue 1. Hopefully, it's going to rise up massively in price, and I can sell it and buy something decent with it.
Well, the Ice Cream Man. Yeah. It's the first print.
There is a film coming out of it as well, so it might be worth holding on to it for a bit.
I think I paid 50p for it in the second-hand box, I say, in Forbidden Planet. Like the throwaway box in Forbidden Planet, it cost me 50p. So I thought, I'll buy that. Who knows? Maybe it'll be worth a few bob one day.
That's unusual. But mind you, they don't know bugger all about comics. Most of Forbidden Planet, anyway, do they? So that was a good find. That was.
Yeah.
Well, it cost more than that new, didn't it? I mean, let alone
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I mean, it should be worth something now if there's a movie coming out. So,
yeah, fingers crossed.
I don't know how.
I'll find it. Some twat will give me 300 quid for it.
Yeah,
that'd be most welcome.
I don't know how much it ties into because they have mentioned the comic book when they talked about the movie, but I don't know how much it ties into it. With it being because, like you say, it's an anthology series, isn't it?
Yeah, really, I think as far as I know, all the Ice Cream Man is he just introduces the stories like doing in the old Unexpected and all the other things that the different witches and whatever used to introduce.
Yeah, he kind of rides around the neighbourhood, didn't he, in his ice cream truck, and there's various stories.
Saying that, I've seen the couple of things I have seen. He seems the way they draw him, he can be sort of a bit of an evil sort.
Yeah,
so maybe has something to do with the stories.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a Pennywise character to me. Like, he's not real. He's not really anchored in reality, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
If I ever write a story where I need someone's voice going lower, 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 I'll give you a call, Terry. That was a great audition there. The way you petered off there, it was great.
I keep on the videos. I keep getting quite a lot of people to turn around and saying about my voice and said, "Oh, they really love listening to it." And all that sort of thing. I don't know whether they're blowing smoke up my arse or what, but
yeah, probably a lot of the Yanks like the accent. Like you're quite well spoken, I suppose, quite sort of softly spoken or whatever. And I suppose some people will get in. I don't know. Well, I've got a couple of bloke people in America I listen to. Like, for some reason, their voice always makes me. There's one bloke I watch, and I always fall asleep to his voice. Not because he's boring, but just because he's got like this mellifluent kind of like tone of speaking. And I'm like, and I just nod off, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But not in a bad way. I think some people just have like a voice that like can get people. I don't know. They just fucking mesmerizes people or something. I don't bloody know. Maybe you've got a mesmer voice, Terry, and you can if you keep going for like 20 minutes, you can say, "Now send me all your money."
Yeah,
see what happens. Give that a try.
See, that's only trouble. Thankfully, I mean, the last couple of videos I've done, or the last couple of the Superman and the action I've done, which were a bit, over 20 minutes or such. But I have got quite a good thing on there where they are watching them for quite a long time. There must be a lot of people that are actually watching it from the start to the end. Because I've got a good timing on it.
Yeah,
the same. But the thing is,
how much is viewed.
YouTube is not accurate with that anyway, because it's got. It was one of them ones where it was like 8 minutes long.
Yeah,
and it's got not been viewed as much as I thought, and yet it's up to like 5 minutes. 5 minutes of there, and that's saying that's below normal. Well, yeah, if you based it on a 20-minute video, yeah, based it on an 8-minute video, 5 minutes is pretty good.
Where does your channel name come from, Tempest? What is it? Is it something, or you just think you made it yourself?
It is something, yeah. It was one of the original names for Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, right, Tempest from Mars.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a very short clip of him where he's, when it first started, and like Woody was evil, and there's just a very short clip of them together, and Buzz is like, "I'm Tempest from Mars." I thought, that sounds like a cool name.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Disney haven't sent me any letters or anything.
Yeah, it's not one of the Mars books where the bare-chested women warriors, all subjugated to the men. There's a whole series of books like that in there. Something from Warlords from Mars and all that kind of. Not that I've read any, of course.
So you can get Superman out of Tempest from Mars as well, can't you?
Oh, anagram. Yeah. I guess so.
Not all. I mean, you can.
What's the extra?
You've got some letters left over, but there's definitely Superman in there.
Superman.
So like fuzzy Superman or something like that. I don't know.
Have you picked anything new up this week, Terry?
Pardon? Have
you picked anything new up this week?
Yes. Well, a couple of bits and pieces I did get. Well, actually, I'll tell you. This book really good. I bought this ages and ages ago because I like westerns, and I finally got around to reading it. It's a dark horse graphic novel, say, called Gunslingers, but it's really, really worth reading. It's really good fun. Well, it's a sad, it's sad and a bit bloody story, but it's a very nice story. Also, picked up. Well, I'm still waiting for number 16 to arrive from America, but these were in England, so I'm getting closer to me Daredevil now. It's DD number 12 and DD number 13. So I only need 9 now.
Cool. Oh, are you doing the whole one of Daredevil, or what you doing for Daredevil?
Yeah, sure, I just need 9. I need 9 issues.
Full one, yeah.
So and then I'll have every issue from to the present day.
What? Oh, really? Oh, God. Blimey.
Yeah, well, by the side of me here, there's like 3 boxes, long boxes.
I can't go past mid-90s Daredevil. He just turned to crap. He got a new costume, and the art was rubbish. And
I agree with you. Volumes 7 and 8, I can't say I was that great, enamored about. But this recent one, I mean, I know it's only been 2 issues, but volume 9 is pretty good.
Got some anagrams for Tempest from Mars. We've got Superman Stumpf, Superman Frost M, Superman Fumps, which isn't really a word, Superman Storm F. This one is the best one, Superman from TS. And if it was like SH or Sheffield, we could sort of get Sheffield out of it somehow. Yeah. But no, fortunately not. What town are you from? You're not from a town
you should have called it Tempest from Marsh. If you call it Tempest from Marsh, you'll have the H. But
if you moved to Tyneside, it would work much better. Superman from TS. Have a think about it. It might be worth it. Yeah. So up and up sticks just so that anagram works.
I mean, I can if you want. I can. I mean, I haven't done a video on them, but I don't think I will be. But I've got the latest ones, new books wise.
How are you bearing up under the treatment, Terry?
Well, at the moment, as far as treatment is concerned, all I'm having is those tablets.
Okay. Will you have some jabs soon or something?
No, I had the jab, but you don't have it every 3 months.
And you're not going to have any radiotherapy or nothing?
No, well, the radiotherapy will begin after I've had 3 months after that injection. Right. So, I've got like 2 months and a week or so to go. Unless they find, I'm assuming if they find anything on those last scans.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Find anything on them but more bad, so to speak. Then maybe...
So with your heat wave, how do I tactfully put this? Let's call them night sweats. Have those hit you? The mood swings and the night sweats yet?
Mood swings certainly have.
Yeah.
But I mean, the main thing I had with me is tiredness.
Yeah.
I mean, I do half an hour of sort of. I was doing some writing of the latest script I was doing. I can't be bothered with this. So I
think would be really cool if the scans revealed a slightly smaller Terry inside you, and then a slightly smaller Terry inside that one, all the way down to there's a tiny little Terry in the middle. That would be really cool.
Yeah. But I've that's really that's the major thing I've got. I have is just tiredness, just real tiredness.
Yeah, the fatigue never wants to go away, but the there's no subtle way to put it. The menopause is no fun, especially in the summertime.
No. How's the? Well, because it's so damn hot at the moment. In that sense, that's what I'm feeling like I am as far as being hot and sticky is concerned. I'm sleeping all right, which is considering I'm going to sleep in the daytime as well. I'm sleeping all right at night at the moment, anyway. I have. There's nobody listening here anyway, sort of thing. There's nobody there. I'm having lots of.
There's no need to be cheeky.
No, I'm just having problems with my waterworks. That's the annoying
standard
part.
Kind of thing.
Part of it. Well, no, it's just you want to go. Your body's saying you want to go, but you don't.
Right.
And then your body doesn't tell you you're going, and you do.
Oh, that's double whammy. That's annoying.
Yeah, so it's that's not fun.
One of the main reason they found out I'd got diabetes when I was a kid was I was going to the loo every 20 minutes.
Yeah. Not fun.
And that happened. That went on for months before hospital pulled me. We better have a look at this kid.
These are
check out that story I did. I actually, you kept going every time I did a story, you'd say that sounds like diabetes, the kind of thing. I actually did one where the review was it was diabetes, so that, in your honour, and I don't think you ever saw it.
Oh, I might have missed that one. I'll have to. Which one is it?
It's called Threshold, I think.
All right, I'll check that one.
These books, I mean, these came out basically up to a month ago, but I've been getting me books monthly. This week I won't be. I'll be getting fortnightly because that Dead Man behind me that comes out on comes out on the 3rd. So I said that they can invoice me once that comes out and that goes into my pile. They can invoice me, so I'll get that. So because I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm still waiting for the Jonah Hex to arrive. They spoke about it in December. It's going to be another new series of Jonah Hex, but so I hadn't heard any more news about it other than that sort of thing. You know, they say this year, but I mean that could mean December, couldn't it? Anyway, Walking Dead Deluxe number 137. I think 138's out now, possibly 139.
That's almost the whole series, and it's been redone in colour, is it?
Yeah, this is in colour. Yeah, there's 193 issues, so there's another 56 to go.
It feels like the colour printing of it seems like it's gone really quickly. How long ago must have started? It must 10 years ago that it started. Then
the original started over 15 years ago. The colour one, because it's coming out twice a month. I mean.
Okay, so it's a little bit quicker. Okay.
The original one started like 23 years ago.
Yeah. Well, as I say, it's coming out twice a week. So there's 137 issues. So that's basically 136. So 136. That's 68 weeks, isn't it?
I read it up to when they met up with Negan, and then I kind of dropped off.
Yeah, I've got a lot of the graphic novels.
Yeah, I must be. With that thing with Negan and everything else, I got rather bored with it, and I almost stopped buying it. And it's only because he goes back into the background that I carried on buying it. But I just found his character really boring. Because it was the same old thing over and over again, wasn't it? Really, you know, beating people up with his baseball bat.
Yeah.
JSA 19. This has been a good series.
Who's Spectre now?
That is back to Jim Corrigan, I believe.
Okay, good.
Did they have a female Spectre at some point, or was it one of the characters they made female? But I can't remember.
I don't remember there being Eclipso. Eclipso was Jean Loring, Atom's ex-wife.
All right.
Yeah, Spectre was Hal Jordan for a while. Then it was a cop called Christopher Allen, I think.
The latest Batman. Finally, the Batman 163 has finally come out as well. I mean,
who's that cover art? Do you know that cover art is?
Waited. This one's is Jorge Jimenez.
Okay, Jorge. So about the way they look made me think of McMahon. What do you think? Like
that's actually Jimenez, by the way.
Pardon?
That's actually pronounced Jimenez.
Jimenez. How's
Jimenez.
the George? Is it George? Jorge? Is it George?
Jorge. Yes.
Jorge
Jorge Jimenez.
Yeah, let's pronounce it the English way.
Jorge Jimenez. No, I like to say, I like to be able to say them properly because some of them are so bloody ridiculous. It's great.
Yeah, I find a great amusement in saying them deliberately wrong. Just
hello, Bill.
Hey, man.
For last week.
Oh, thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. I another year older and deeper in debt.
Yeah. The Adventures of Superman.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a real old cover, isn't it? But it
looks like George Reeves.
Yeah. Book of L. This is number 8.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I was earlier on. You talked about the super gorilla from Krypton, smacking him over the head. I think that it doesn't matter how strong the creature from Krypton is. You can't have because he's an invulnerability. He's got no sort of cap on it. So I think if you've got two invulnerable people hitting each other, the fact that they're stronger on their own planet, I don't think it makes I'd say it wouldn't make a difference because they're both equally invulnerable. That's what my take is on kryptonite strength levels. But
yes, but the gorilla is going to be stronger.
I agree. But then you don't have a cap on invulnerability, is what I think. I mean, I don't know. It's
No, I mean, personally, I think that if they was on Krypton, and that gorilla took a Krypton,
definitely stronger. Yeah,
no, he killed him. And I don't see why. No, but I don't see why that wouldn't happen.
No, yeah, but I just think that you're invulnerable. I think so. The fact he was strong on their home planet, don't think it makes a difference, because you look at like Superman and Supergirl seem to fight on level peggings whenever they have a fight, and I don't know, there's been like other Kryptonian creatures.
But they shouldn't do.
Well,
I mean, in the TV series, Supergirl beat Superman up. Well, sorry, that's impossible. He's stronger than her,
Right, because he's a man, she's a woman. Yeah, no, I get it. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's the same.
Well, I think once you've got to that level of super strength, it's like it doesn't make much difference. I would say.
But the thing is, you've got to take into comparison to the fact that he is bigger than her.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than her, and so therefore, I mean.
But they've both got the power to move a planet off it and smash meteors and in that level. So I don't know.
One is stronger than the other. One is stronger than the other, because it would be, as I say, as humans, we are stronger.
But this is like the superpowers. I just think it might. I mean, that's I think how they write it mostly as well. That's mostly how they write it.
Well, no, I agree how they write it, but whether it's accurate is another matter.
Well, yeah, exactly. When it comes to superpowers, you can't really call anything accurate, can you?
What's even more stupid, I think, is that tree would have been a lot weaker than that monkey's fist anyway. So waste of time.
That might be a Kryptonian tree.
You might as well just slapped him across face, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, the things we debate here on this show. As you can tell, we're all comic book guys. No, gorilla would be stronger, but no, I'm joking. But it is kind of fun what we discuss on here.
I mean, there was one cover where one of them was getting bitten by a monster from Krypton, and it doesn't bleed. It doesn't.
He should have bitten his fingers off.
Well, see,
that one, he should have bitten his fingers. I don't care what there's. The dragon is 10 times as strong as Superman.
Yeah, on Krypton, but here, when they've both got such super levels,
and the same. Exactly. I mean, after all, but remember, when he fights a Kryptonian and somebody smacks
what we need is a letter page. We need a letter page for DC we can write into and ask.
No, but well, they won't bloody know.
They won't have a letter page either, so
especially the writers and most of the modern writers and artists and everything else now. They don't know sod all about the bloody characters in the first place. But no, I'm talking about the fact is when Superman died, when the fight happened, sort of thing, and he died, he got beaten, and I mean, it turns out that character, the character that killed him,
Doomsday.
and he killed him as well.
Yeah. Doomsday.
Pardon?
Doomsday,
yeah. When Doomsday sort of killed him or killed Superman, and Superman killed Doomsday, supposedly, they were bleeding, both of them. Superman especially was bleeding because the Doomsday was stronger than him because he was a bloody sight bigger than him, and
he was a fucking monster.
And that was through as what you're talking about is invulnerability. So I mean, I said it on my video when I did that cover you're talking about with the dragon. Which, bit soon, he should have bit his fingers off. Because if he'd been on, like Krypton in this country, and something with sharp teeth like a crocodile or an alligator come up to you and bit you on the hand, you wouldn't have a hand anymore.
Right.
And that's got to be the same, because that crocodile's jaw is a bloody sight stronger than your hand, and stronger than you as well, for that matter.
All right. You guys want to know the math to this? To explain Graham's invulnerability statement about it. Like if you use something comparable to, say, a man and Godzilla, and there's such a strength differential and things like that, and then you get put in a position where you're both invulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, on Earth, Godzilla would just eat you. If you're both invulnerable, it becomes a near infinitesimal wash, because there's a great difference between a regular man and like a giant lizard. But when you both reach a state of invulnerability, the state differential is minuscule. Where it's great as we're normal, it's minuscule as you hit a state of invulnerability. So no, they couldn't bite through it because it'd be like biting through their own skin or something like that. You're just as durable as what they are, and the strength differential becomes literally infinitesimal. Just 0.00000 what percentage. So
I don't understand the logic of it, to be perfectly
honest. It becomes almost non-existent. Like when everything, like if you super cool something and it's frozen, it doesn't matter if you super cool like a human being that's carbon based, or you super cool something as dense as the most thickest carbon based thing is a diamond. When you super cool them, they're exactly the same, except for tiny microscopic, less than microscopic differences. You're going to have the exact same thing. You become equal at certain extremes. So if you get that extreme of invulnerability,
anyone else want to
watch?
I mean, to be honest, I understand what you're saying, Carl, but I still don't understand it because the simple reason. I mean, it's like if you say like Godzilla swallowed Superman or something like that. I mean,
he'd just fly right out of him because he's just as invulnerable as anything on Godzilla. Where a human would immediately start to dissolve in the acid and stuff like that. Once you become equal in invulnerability, the effect is going to be minimal. The stomach acid might be an irritant versus eating you alive.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could fly out of him.
And saying that, eventually he would be dissolved.
Well, now fly out of him, I mean fly out of his mouth. You couldn't punch it. You couldn't punch out of him.
No, because he's as much.
Yeah.
But if he was trapped there, he gets his powers from the sun, doesn't he?
Yeah, see now there's a writer's logic where you can put that in. How would you make him weak? But then you could write that off with then the sun rays are going inside Godzilla, then he could absorb them by osmosis, so he'd still be able to survive.
Yeah, we survived for a long time. He doesn't lose his power when he goes into a cave, does he? Or when he digs underground, doesn't lose his power. So long as he's in the atmosphere where the yellow sun is there. I think he'll maintain his powers.
And you've got some absorbing it, so he'd be like inside of a nuclear radiation.
That's another thing that's totally and utterly inaccurate, because they say about the yellow sun, he knows where he gets his powers from, and the red sun he doesn't. But it actually should be the other way round, because the red sun is more powerful than the yellow sun. I looked it up about all these different colours, the different types of sun. Because I mean, in fact, the sun isn't yellow anyway.
No, it appears what's the order? Because I know the sun gets different shades as it gets older, doesn't it? So as a red sun
older, is
a red sun newer or older than a yellow sun?
It becomes older. It becomes white.
Yeah, so is a red sun older than a yellow sun, or vice versa?
It's more dense.
No. Red sun is younger, yellow is when it starts losing.
That's what I mean. The red sun is younger, is more powerful.
Right.
So therefore, really, he should have.
It's the color of the radiation. It's the color of the sun's radiation that gives him the power, though. It must be, because you think he's weak to green kryptonite, and red kryptonite does something else. He's a very spectrum-based super person.
Yeah, radiation hasn't got a color, has it? So
that's why Rainbow Superman is most fabulous.
I think we should build a time machine, go back and visit the two guys writing Superman, say, look, you got to think this through a bit better, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, they couldn't do it like that, could they? Because we haven't. I mean, because they're talking about that Superman was on Earth, and I mean, at that time they was talking about this Earth, weren't they? I mean, they started something around with A, B, C, D, and E, and F, and X, and whatever. So that was on our Earth, and we got a yellow sun. So a sun that we see as yellow.
Because colors are what we assign.
It's like it's like the sky, isn't it? I mean, you only see it's a blue sky due to light refraction and all the rest of it, but it's actually not. But I mean, and
nothing's real, man. Nothing's real. It's all perception.
It's the same. It's the sea, isn't it? The same with the color of the sea. People call it green, but in other places it can be blue. But it isn't. It's the light reflection that get the refraction from the sun that gives it whatever color it happens to be.
And the shit that's in it. The Atlantic is shitty green. The Pacific is light blue.
Yeah.
And yet some of the bluest water on the
It's all
planet.
brown around the UK, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I've been to Spain and you go to the Mediterranean, I mean, you can see you can walk out into the sea or walk out into the Mediterranean Sea, and you can look down, for a long, long way, and you can see it because it is so clean and crystal clear.
Yeah, the blue spot. I always tell this to people: if you get a chance in your lifetime to see the blue spot in Belize, go see it. It's fucking jaw dropping.
But when you see pictures, when you see pictures of different parts of in Europe and around the area, or around the Mediterranean and around those areas, the water is just so crystal and clean and clear, because it hasn't got any pollution pouring into it, sort of thing like we have today.
Well, I need to weigh in here because I grew up in Hawaii, and it's exactly what Kyle just said. It's the most beautiful water ever, and it was very blue. I also saw a lot of blue water in the Caribbean years ago, but for sure, the bluest water I've ever seen, hands down, has been from the Pacific.
Yeah. I mean, that's because it's on the Ring of Fire. It gets cleaned more in the Pacific. The Atlantic doesn't get cleaned as much because it's not in the Ring of Fire.
What's Johnny Cash got to do with it?
Up and stuff like that. What's that?
So what's Johnny Cash got to do with it?
There you go. I fell into a burning ring of fire.
So volcanic activity, is that you're talking about, Kyle?
This is
it kind of washes it.
The flames go higher.
So this is absolute Superman 19. It's the only absolute one I collect now. But,
right.
Yeah, but the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, all those have beautiful blues in them.
This is
like the blue spot is down.
Batman and Wonder Woman story that could have been told in 2 pages.
Really?
Yeah. And this is one of the square-bound $7.99 ones.
And literally, it's 2 pages of story.
It could have been told in 2 pages. It's a sweet little story, but it could have been told in 2 pages.
Yeah, they padded it out some.
I don't hear much about Absolute Superman. Not compared to Batman and Wonder Woman, anyway.
No, that's right. Oh, no, they're really, really pushing. Batman especially. Do you know I think it was the last count. There's 22 issues, or will be 22 issues of Absolute Batman. Guess how many covers there are?
Oh, 500.
Over 100.
Yeah, well, it was
140.
Well over 100, and Gray's getting near.
Right.
Not 100, 147?
656.
Oh, just 10 short of the devil's number.
Over 20. Well, I mean, that was the last look. That's with 22 covers that will. I mean, I think the 22nd cover hasn't been published yet, but 20. Well, I think they've got 13. I'm not sure whether it's 13 or 14 printings of number 1.
Blimey.
And most
is this Absolute a whole redefinition of the character? Is that what they have?
So yes. So bring. I mean, Green Arrow's the latest one they've just come out with.
Yeah. So like 10 minutes from the first.
Green Arrow's actually in Absolute Green Arrow is actually dead. I think he's.
Oh, is that why he's a skull?
Yeah, I think he's supposed to. I don't know if he's supposed to be a zombie or what he is. I mean, I haven't read it. I can't be bothered.
Something tells me he's like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Zombie Green.
Well, it's a bit like that, or and Dead Man for that matter. It could be a mixture.
Nothing's as cool as Dead Man. Let's just go there because I'm like you. I'm a huge Dead Man fan.
Yeah. Are you going to buy the latest one then, Bill?
Is it Absolute Dead Man or what is it?
No, not yet. No, but there's a new series of Dead Man coming out on June the 3rd, next Wednesday.
It should be called Absolutely Dead Man.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely
it's not
Dead Man.
It's not an absolute. But we was just talking about it. It's going to be done by the same people that do Ice Cream Man. I don't know whether you.
Oh wow!
Is it ongoing
I do want to say
I think it's just a 6-issue miniseries.
But
Firestorm was supposed to be a 6-issue miniseries, but they've moved that to 8 issues at the moment, so that might.
When we had Mike Barron in a few weeks ago, a lot of people, and I don't know if I agree with this. I really appreciate the Neil Adams issues myself, but a lot of people think that Mike had the hands down the best Dead Man series ever.
Mm.
And I don't know how you feel about that, if you liked it that much, but
it was really good. It was really good, but no, the O'Neil Adams run on that.
Yeah, but the only thing
top
that I
10
like,
best run ever.
right, I think so too. But the only thing that I have to say without a doubt I really liked about the Baron version is they finally made it a horror comic, and they finally made it, which they really hadn't. It was more a superhero comic. I mean, it had a lot of supernatural references and things in it, especially, when he went to the Himalayas and stuff. But for the most part, I think
Nanda Parbat.
yes, thank you. I forgot the name for a second, but it really amazed me how Kelly Jones absolutely embodied the character the way the character I thought should have always been. As a ghoul, as a spectral, image.
Was that like
kind
a 4-part of that one, like 3-part or 4-part or something like that?
4 parts, I think.
Yeah, I think I've got that. Long time since I
Yeah.
read it.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is it
really
6?
good and might be
Okay.
top
100. Sorry,
100.
Terry knows.
Yeah.
I think it was 6. But give us a sec. There's something you just piques my memory for a second. I just look up something.
Yeah, I'd call that Kelly Jones run maybe top 100, but it'd be pretty damn hard to knock that.
His crazy style worked on that character, didn't it? Because it was like a spectre. It was like a dead ghost thing. So all the kind of weird little flourishes he put into it really kind of suited Dead Man, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas his work on Batman, I'm kind of like, oh.
Now,
did you? The one I really liked was the volume 3. Was Steve Vance was the writer? Jose Maria Biroy was the artist, and that was a lovely love story because the only reason I really remember this one more than anything else, and I really loved it because it was the first and only time my late wife, Radine, actually read a comic. And she read that series and she really, really loved it.
It's amazing.
And it's just saying it. And I just sort of talking about.
How is Dee doing, by the way? I did try and ask her. Is she doing all right? And then where she is
today I found out. They're very happy with her as far as she's behaving herself and that sort of thing. And
thank God.
And she definitely can stay there. She's past her trial period, so to speak.
Oh, fantastic!
I saw her on Tuesday. We went out. I'd seen her the week before as well, sort of thing. But we went out on the Tuesday and we had stop to have a coffee and that sort of thing. And
that's great.
I went to get her an ice cream. Unfortunately, the area I live in, I went to a place where there usually is an ice cream van, and considering it was the hottest day in May ever, you would expect an ice cream van to be there, but it wasn't. So I had to do quite a few miles and sodding around trying to find a place that actually sold ice cream. But and there've been on the main dual carriageway and motorway, there'd been an accident. And so, therefore, all the cars were coming the way that I was bloody going because they were getting away from this accident. And so, of course, she called it a bloody great road hold up. And she wasn't very keen to be in the car, especially it got up. I mean, I know this isn't hot for you, Bill, but I mean, it was in the car. We was in like 33, 34 centigrade temperatures. And that's...
what is that, about 100?
90.
90?
92.
But when your whole country is basically a cold country for the most part, that must be like in the 110s for us.
Yeah,
that must be horrible. No, and that's what I always have to put in perspective for myself. Is like over there, it's mild most of the time, like it is like in San Francisco. But when you have a heat wave, oh my God, it sucks.
Yeah. But anyways, as I said, we took her back to say then she wanted to go home, but she keeps asking to go home, but she's not talking about the nursing home. She's talking about here. Anyway, I took her back to the nursing home and she got a bit stroppy with me, sort of thing, over it. She was like smacking me and stuff like that because she wanted to go home, which was, I understand. But of course, she's upsetting herself and she's upsetting me and everything else. And so, I'm having some problems at the moment as far as the vehicle because it's done through a thing called Motability around here. And the Motability, I can only drive it if it's for her purpose.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, as I say, well, because it's her that's paying for it, or it's being paid through for her, so to speak. So therefore, I'm insured to drive it, but I'm only insured to drive it for her use. So in other words, taking her out, or if I went down and got some shopping or something or other,
But can't you say that you're going to visit her and you need it to go?
Oh yeah, no, and yes. I mean, I can. I mean, that's that's the way to use it. But up until yesterday, the contract for the car, because we're supposed to be getting a new one, but because they are still arguing the toss of who's going to be paying for this home, nobody can decide which area is paying for it. Certain things have happened that they put it on hold. I can still drive the car because it's under contract to drive. But it ended Sunday.
Oh boy.
I've had to thankfully been able to extend that to the 13th of June now, and by that time, hopefully they'll have sorted out who's paying, and how much of her pension they're going to be taking to pay parts of it and all the rest of it. But because I mean the thing is, I am going to see her tomorrow, but I was going to see her tomorrow because I thought it might be the last time I'd be able to see her for quite a while. But in general, as I said, unfortunately, I mean she's got the 4-minute memory. Bless her, and as I said, when I see her, it upsets me, and because I mean, when she's asking to go home and everything else, cuddle her and say, "Yeah, let's go home, pet," but I can't. She can't.
How's her general health besides the
health-wise? She's eating a lot better than she was.
Oh, good.
Good. She's also the thing is, she was one, as I told you before. She was basically all she wanted to do was go to bed. But they're trying for that not to happen. Rather, she goes to bed when people go to bed normally. Right. And they're trying to keep her in the lounge and that. So I mean, but she just stays there. She doesn't talk to anybody.
How are you, Terry? Are you doing all right?
I'm just tired, as I was saying earlier, Bill, to the others.
From the treatments.
Yeah, well, I mean, those tablets, I'm assuming, are those beginning tablets you're taking, but I mean, they're coming to an end soon. But I was told, this injection, and I mean, Carla know more about it than I do. I mean, this injection is just, changing your body. I mean, personally, I don't see how something you only have once every 3 months can change your body, but
it shuts off your testosterone and explodes your estrogen.
Yeah. And as you said, I just feel tired all the time.
I'm sorry.
I'll sit down and have a little write of a script or something or other for about half an hour, and then I go, let's go to bed.
It literally takes your testosterone down to 0.
Yeah, and as I say, coming on here is a breath of fresh air for me. To be honest with you, coming on with you guys and having a chat.
So it injects you with a little bit of vigor.
They say, I mean, that's the reason for doing it because it's just I've got to do something. And as I say, that's why it's taking me so long to sort around with the videos and things like that because I can only be asked to do one a week.
Well,
I'm 6.5 years away from initially starting those shots.
Yeah,
and 4.5 years removed from having any. My testosterone is barely back up to under 300, and my estrogen finally leveled off. It's years long. It's a years-long effect.
Jesus.
So it literally takes years and years and years for that to start normaling out. So that's why the fatigue never goes away. Because
this is some of the most heavy duty medicine anyone could take for anything, right?
Estrogen. It's literally estrogen. You get pumped full of estrogen to counterbalance it because your testosterone is the fuse that lights the cancer.
But thank God Terry still has his beard.
There you go.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
But yeah, you have to shut one off to do the other. Yeah, and one shot does that, and then you have to go back every 3 months for a while.
Yeah.
Now you shouldn't have to do it every 6 months, covering 2 years. So you should have a 3 month, a 3 month, and a 3 month, right?
Yeah, They said every three. They said they'll be doing it every 3 months.
Yeah, and then that should be done, and it shouldn't have to carry on because you're one level down. So you should, but you'll still the fatigue will stay there. It takes years to build back up because they slam it shut.
Yeah.
Like my testosterone was on this stupid high level, and then they just cut it off. So.
Right.
Anyway, a few more covers.
Okay.
We've got Zatanna number 1.
Cool.
This is the. You have to look really. You must know who that is. Who's the artist?
Great.
My phone goes
Who's the artist on this?
Yeah.
Adam Hughes.
Adam Hughes.
That is a nice cover.
Yeah, that's the one. Thankfully, the last issue of this, I mean, the only reason I got this was because Elvira's in it, because I can't stand Harley Quinn at the moment, I'm afraid.
Cassandra Peterson.
Hey, can you put me up just for a second, Steve? I wanted to show something to show Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. Oh, that's the magic one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first. This is her first solo cover appearance.
And they've had the reprints from when she first started.
Yes, and I believe there might there might be one original story, but I'm not sure. Or like a wraparound or something like that. But the cover is Gray Morrow.
I need that for my DC Giants run, but I think that's a bit of an expensive one, isn't it?
It's we have it at $149.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Yeah.
Gray Morrow, very local to here. He did his art out of North Central Indiana. And he was one of those guys that had it shipped to him and then sent it back out. He never transplanted to New York.
Just
so that was obviously done in Indiana. So
right, nice demon.
I won't tell you that I got that Zatanna one for about 30.
Isn't that really? That's a good deal.
For how much?
About 30 quid.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 25 here.
Steve, is there a new story in that one, or is it just reprint?
I can't remember.
I don't know why it's such a big book. Like it's not her first appearance or anything like that. It seems a bit weird.
No, the trouble with her first appearance is she's not on the cover, is she?
No.
And then the only appearance she had, I think, was on the Atom. That was just her head.
No, she did what? I mean, the cover you mean? Because she sort of did a little tour, didn't she?
Wasn't that Atom her first?
She was in Green Lantern. She was in Atom.
Yeah, but as you said, on Atom was the next one. She was on the first one. She was on the cover, and that was only her head.
Yep, just a floating head.
Yeah, that was just a floating head, and then so that one that Bill's just shown is the first time she was ever on a cover, and she's a popular little B character, isn't she?
Yeah,
That's why.
But she's become huge since.
Oh yeah.
And,
I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised that they haven't.
She's never been huge enough to have a long-running comic, though, is she? She's not really had a long-running.
No, only mini-series and things like that. 11 issues is about as far as she's ever got.
Oh, is that as far? Yeah, I was going to say
issues.
it's not a lot. Now, have you guys ever seen this? This is a Neil Adams cover, but it predates House of Mystery '92 by I think 2 months.
That's a lovely Neil Adams cover. That is.
Isn't that a great? Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it?
Mine's a bit low grade, but I've got it.
Well, that's all that matters, to be honest.
Log monsters go back to the golden age, so it's really that wasn't a new idea.
Second color appearance of Man-Thing. Neil Adams cover also, strangely enough.
Which that's issue 11.
11, yes.
Yeah.
Is that the ice cream van?
Yeah,
I think in this where we've all got a Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And you know, people freak out when I mention this, I've known it for a while, but the fact of the matter is that Man-Thing came first, and by 2 months. But everyone thinks that Man-Thing was Marvel's Swamp Thing, but it was really not either way. But because I don't think either one knew what was going on, except Bernie Wrightson was still working for DC at the time, so it's possible, but.
But the heat predated both of them by over 20 years.
Being honest, I mean, that Swamp Thing character in House of Secrets '92 was a throwaway character anyway, wasn't it?
Right. But Man-Thing was gaining steam.
Yeah, but Man-Thing wasn't. Man-Thing was introduced as a character, whereas Swamp Thing was just an end product,
just a thing,
a little 16-page story.
So here's what, from what I understand, this is what really happened. So Man-Thing comes out in Savage Tales #1, and it's black and white. And within 3 months, they had the first color appearance, which was Fear #10, and also not a Neil Adams cover. That might have had a Severin cover, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't Neil. Then they went into this whole thing where suddenly, so Swamp Thing came out, or the Swamp Thing 1 came out after, Kyle, help me out here. I would think it was between the second and third appearance of Man-Thing. It was that soon. Am I right or am I wrong?
Swamp Thing 1? Are you talking House of Mystery or Swamp Thing?
No, I'm talking about Swamp Thing 1, where he was actually the
character.
character.
I thought that was 71.
Okay, well,
I've got it upstairs. I could pull dates, but
yeah, but so Man-Thing. So I guess Man-Thing's first appearance would have been 71 also. Earlier, but not by much.
Not by much.
No.
With
So
the
Swamp Thing,
though, is it
I'm gonna guess Swamp Thing had his own book before Man-Thing did. Even though Man-Thing predated Swamp Thing as a character.
I'm curious if anybody knows Man-Thing's origins.
Ted Sallis is his name, isn't it?
Ted Sallis?
Yeah. What caused him to change?
I can't. It's not a formula similar to Blinking Well to Alec Holland, is it? Is it a similar?
It's a formula, but what formula?
Super soldier formula.
Yep, that's it. It was a super soldier serum.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, I forgot
They
about that.
were working on a super soldier serum.
That rings a bell.
How cool is that?
It ties in with like other stories, doesn't it?
Yeah, he literally was trying to recreate Captain America. That's where that concept seemed to have come from. That's why I'm surprised the only time I've ever heard that mentioned was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They really need to tie that into the MCU.
Right. Right. And well, do they mention Ted Sallis?
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yep.
Oh, really?
They actually say, and what is a Man-Thing?
Yep. Oh, that's awesome. You know,
the top line, was it?
I was disappointed with, there's only one scene where you see what's his name? The black character that begins with a Deathlock. There's only one scene where you see Deathlock looking like the comic version. And that's because there's an X-ray thing going on, and it shows underneath the skin recreation that they did on him, he looks just like Deathlock.
Look, they pulled it right off the first appearance of the comic book. Yeah, and the Man-Thing mention is from Colby Smulders. Not even a throwaway character. It's like Nick Fury's right hand talking about Man-Thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's too cool. But then they didn't do anything with it.
So has anybody seen Spider Noir yet?
Is it out now?
No, yeah, it's out. I'm 5 episodes in of an eight episode run. No spoilers here, but I will tell you, it is amazing.
Are you watching it in black and white or color?
I'm watching it in black and white, baby.
I'm watching it in color. And then I'm doing a callback to Negan here, the goddamn stereotype to Americans with baseball bats.
You'd rather see it in color, Kyle?
It's a depth thing.
I gotcha. How about you, Steve? Black and white or color?
I'm watching it in black and white.
Yeah, because you're a classic monster guy like me, and that's where we get it.
And
Terry, Amazon Prime. So Terry, black and white.
I would, I probably will do, because I mean that's the genre it's supposed to be depicted in, isn't it?
And gray, black and white, or color?
You won't be able to afford Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that would be watch it in one and then rewatch it in the other.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something funky is that the app is really kind of wonky, and so I was watching them in a row, and it would go from black and white to color, and then the next episode would be black and white. And I'm not sure why that happened, but
the thing is, I mean, the clips I've seen of it, everything else in black and white, it's very Sin City, isn't it?
Very.
And I enjoyed that because all right, I know you had splashes of red every now and again in that, but in general, black and white,
a bit of yellow.
But it was true, with the yellow,
the serial killer guy.
The serial, but you got that. What's it called? It was just clear. Especially when the rain's coming down and the street lights are all bouncing about and everything else. And I mean, in colour, you wouldn't get any of that. It wouldn't hit properly, would it? So it was. So probably would. If I do watch it, it'll be in black and white.
I've not watched hardly anything. If it comes to a channel I can get, I'll watch it. I still haven't watched the Superman movie yet.
When it comes to BBC Two, Gray, you'll be able to watch it.
I got to go talk to my missus for a quick minute. If there's any interest, I'll grab the comic books I have down here, but that's those Kevin Smith books. If you want me to show them, I will. If not, I won't.
How was the day seeing Kevin Smith? You have to tell us when you come back.
That's Saturday.
Oh, it's not. You're on it yet. Okay, it's not.
That's coming up Saturday. That's what I'm saying. If you want, I'll grab them when I go in there.
But are you going to see Masters of the Universe, Tempest, or have you seen?
I'll be back in a minute.
I'll go and see it when it comes out.
There was talk it was supposed to come out 2 days earlier than it was supposed to.
I've seen June the 3rd, because I think I saw it on the side of a bus.
Because one of the I know Peter. He said he took Friday off. I think he said took Friday off, but it's going to be on 2 days before that. He was talking about it, and he's already seen it. I can't think of his bloody name now. But he's already seen it, so it came out early somewhere.
I know there's definitely been previews of it, haven't there? So, but I don't think it's out for the general public until. Yeah. I thought it was the 3rd anyway.
Yeah, no. So from what I can gather, they were saying it comes out it was coming out a couple of days earlier than it was advertised at, but I don't know for sure. Maybe they're talking about previews.
Yeah, I'm only going to go so I can scream about I'm ruining my childhood anyway.
Well, I mean, if I would like to go, but I certainly would go at an early showing, so you haven't got, like you said, the half term will be over anyway, and then so you don't run out, like you say, kids screaming. Well, it's not just kids. I mean, there's these people with bloody phones and popcorn and bleeding drink and everything else. I like to go. If you go into an empty theatre, it'd be brilliant. I mean, I know they're not making any money if you do that.
So, did you have any more stuff to show, Terry? Because
Right. This is a real old cover, but it's obviously new. This is the last issue of Aerotech. This has been really funny. It's about pleasure dolls. It's really funny. But every cover has been as though, it's like been beat up 1950s kind of. Yeah. You see all the edges. I don't know how
like inside.
Yeah. Say I don't know the what they do it. When people put these in for having them slabbed, and if you've got somebody that's not au fait with the idea, they're going to be giving this a real low mark. One of those is blank. Some of the stuff I can't really show. No.
You can show on here. Nobody's watching.
No, all right. It's really funny. It's really. I got this 5-issue series, and also there was a graphic novel as well, which it shows the covers from this, but the stories are and they're really funny. They're really funny.
What was that?
They're naughty, but tongue in cheek.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. I just had some customers come in right now. Have you guys ever heard of a series called Marvel Ruins?
Got a couple of there.
Yes.
I've heard of that, but not something I've read.
Yeah. Well, I have a customer in here today that's looking for it. And I don't know if I could swear I've seen the covers, but I know nothing about it. But he gave me the storyline, and it sounds pretty great.
Doesn't it follow on from the Marvels? Is it along the lines of that?
The along the lines of what?
The Marvels that.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's very much like that.
I think isn't it a follow on from that series?
Okay, because what he showed me definitely looked like Alex Ross, possibly.
Now the art cover wise is by Therese Nielsen and Joe Kaufman.
Oh, okay. Well, that's funny because the covers I saw seem to emulate Ross.
Yeah, there's a good chance
they're beautiful though, right? They're really pretty.
Oh yeah,
considering it's like the end of mankind kind of storyline, but
they're all painted covers.
Yeah.
But no, according to this anyway, number one there is by Therese Nielsen.
You know who I'm a little surprised has never worked for Marvel that I'm aware of. Kyle, you might school me on this because I'm not sure. I don't think George Pratt has done anything for Marvel, has he?
I think he's gone away at the moment. I think he's away from computer.
Bill, I'm just looking at the Marvel database. According to this, there's only 2 issues of it.
Oh, okay.
Volumes 1 and 2. I'm assuming this is the graphic novel. It's Therese Nielsen does the first cover, and Cliff Nielsen, who I'm assuming is her husband, does the second.
Huh.
The second cover's got Magneto on it.
Since you're at your computer,
looking like his power's going backwards.
Can you look up and see if George Pratt has ever done anything for Marvel? He may have done a Man-Thing series. I'm not sure, but he's the painter that did. I think he's known for. Was it Unknown Soldier and Phantom Stranger? I can't remember. I wish Kyle was here.
Talking about the Master of the Universe, I saw a poster for it on the tube today. It looked quite good.
Does it really? Yeah.
Yeah, the costumes and that look pretty decent.
You know what the popcorn bucket is? Greystone, the castle. So it's pretty cool.
A power sword as well, isn't there? Isn't there a cup that's a power sword?
You know what I got last week is I got the baby set the baby seat baby Deadpool popcorn bucket, which I didn't even know existed, and it really weirded Blanca out because she thought there was a little person in there, but it's very strange. But it looks just like a car seat. It's a little smaller than a real one would be with a baby, but it's pretty hilarious.
Well, you can get those weird giant popcorn buckets over here. I thought that was just an American thing.
Oh, you do get them over there?
I don't know. I don't think
they do similar things, not necessarily always the same as what they had over in America.
Yeah.
Do you have AMC theaters over there? I have no idea.
Because I got that Superman cup with a cape on.
Because AMC is the company over here that does the popcorn buckets.
Well. Bill, to answer your question about George Pratt, funnily enough, Pratt's first published comics work was for Marvel Comics.
Oh, great. What was it?
Epic Illustrated number 20.
Oh, he goes back that far. I forgot about that.
Then he from 1983, that was. And then since then, his work has appeared in Heavy Metal, Eagle, and many other publications. He has also made other artists' work and created painted covers for DC Comics.
British Eagle?
No, I'm assuming the American one. If there is such a thing, I don't know. I'll click on it. See what it is. No, the British one.
No, the British one. He's American, but
he
love him too.
He did the British Eagle,
Yeah.
In 1990, he published Pratt's first graphic novel was Enemy Ace, War Idol, which was nominated for both the Eisner Award and the Harvey Award.
That's the one I was trying to remember. Yeah.
But that's basically all he really did.
He's amazing. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and he still does a lot of covers, from what I understand.
Who's that?
Pratt.
That's no way to beat
He also did the Wolverine next a limited series for Marvel, and it won him the 2003 Eisner Award for Best Painter and Multimedia Artist.
Kyle, this is a trick question. Do you know what university that George Pratt went to?
Is that a Pratt University joke?
Yes, he went to Pratt. Pratt went to Pratt, and that's where he learned to paint.
You've got a university called Pratt.
Yeah. It's
Pratt.
yeah, it's definitely an
That says a
Ivy
lot.
League school.
It's that type. It's it's like the Pratt Art Institute. It's
Explains a lot.
a wealthy guy's name, the benefactor of the college, just like all colleges named after the benefactor.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, as of the late 2000s, Pratt is working on the book See You in Hell, Blind Boy, A Tales of the Blues, based on his research of the Mississippi Delta.
Oh, I bet that's good.
With Stephen Budlong and James McGillian. Pratt made a documentary film about his Mississippi travels, also called See You in Hell, Blind Boy. And the film won Best Feature Documentary at the 1999 New York International Independent Film and Festival. I just seen it. One of his covers, I don't know whether he did all of them, Pratt's cover for the Legends of the Dark Knight #2. The series was called Shaman, or it was called Shaman. But it's just, Legends of the Dark Knight #2 would have been there. But this looks like, because that was a 5-issue mini series within the series. So I think he must have done all of the covers for those.
He's just a really accomplished artist. He's more out there than Alex Ross. He's right, Kyle. He's more eclectic, kind of, and more.
You're much more knowledgeable of him than me, so.
Oh, okay.
Almost
he's just a nice guy.
blood.
I've run into him a couple of times in the last few years, and he's just always, well, the crazy thing is he knows who I am, which not many people really know who I am. But and he's watched a lot of the things I've done, and that made me really happy, because he's, to me, he's just one of these artists. He's kind of like, who's the guy, who's the British artist that Simon Bisley, and then who's the other one I was thinking of? Bisley, and who's the other guy? Oh well, I can't think right now.
How old were you this birthday, Bill?
63.
Oh, so he's 2 years older than you, so that's right.
You are?
No, he is 2 years older than you.
Oh, Pratt is?
Pratt
Yeah.
is.
So he gets Medicare this year.
Yeah.
I do not.
Okay.
But that's okay. Hopefully I can
I
make
can
it
show the
one
rest
of
of these, or has somebody else got some other stuff to show?
Go ahead, bud.
Whatever you want.
It's
Bill, the way you
your-
talk about him, that's how I feel with JMD Mateus. That's why I get kind of goopy on here. I'm like, man, this motherfucker knows who I am.
Batman, Superman, World's
It's
Finest.
weird, right?
Well, I love his writing and have since I was a kid. And it's like, you know me. That weirds me out.
Okay, can I just tell a story? I don't have to be on camera. We can still look at Terry's books. But so it was funny. We were talking the other day. I posted a picture of me from when I tried to dress and look like Rod Serling for Comic Fest, when I did the panel on Rod Serling and his comic book influences. And I said, me trying to channel Rod Serling, and Bill Sienkiewicz comes on and says the only thing you're missing is a little Chesterfield, and then I immediately thought back. My mom, on April Fools before I was born, my mom's favorite cigarette was a Chesterfield. And she punked my dad. And this is classic. This is one of the best wife punking husband jokes ever, I think. But I'm a little partial. But so she tells my dad, I don't think I want to name him William. I think I want to name him Chester, because my last name is Field. And my dad absolutely believed it, because my mom made some outrageous demands every now and then. So my dad was he was having a heart attack. And my mom goes, guess what day it is, Bill? And he goes, oh, Norma. And he got so upset. But at the same time, it was so funny. And so I told Bill the story in the thread on Facebook. And he goes, "Oh, it's so funny. I wrote Lit Chesterfield and it spell corrected to Little Chesterfield." He goes, "Now that's just adorable because I would be a Little Chesterfield." So I thought that was really hilarious. But it's funny. It's funny what your parents did before you were even around, you know. But and that would be 63 years ago, this past April Fool's.
Talking about Rod Serling and the Twilight Zone, Bill. Here's a question for you.
Yes.
What was the only episode that Rod Serling appeared in as the character, as well as going through the story?
It would be the one where Keenan Wynn is the writer who writes so well that his characters come to life, and he's cheating on one wife who's not even real with another wife who's also not really real.
What episode was it? Was it in, and what series? What season?
It's either 3 or 4. It was later, I think. Do you have it in front of you? Was it early?
Yeah,
first year.
It was the last episode of season 1.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah, and you know, it's so crazy.
It's just there was a question on Facebook where somebody was talking about it, and then there's loads of people answering the question. I mean, I didn't
so what happens is that every time he crumps up the tape that he gives dictation on that creates the character, when he crumples the tape, the person disappears. And so Rod Serling gives the outro, and he goes, no, and he crumples it up, and then Rod's not there. So, or something like that. That may be the original version. There are 2 versions.
He does this. He does it. I mean, they're saying he does this, but I dug out me season 1. I'm going to watch it tonight.
I'll tell you what. Keenan Wynn was a very underrated actor. His father was who, Kyle?
Early Wynn.
Ed Wynn.
Edwin.
Ed Wynn. And Ed Wynn, of course, is probably known most by you Brits as the original Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland, the Disney movie. And he talked like he was mentioned many times in cartoons, though. They did caricatures of him. And he was in a Warner Brothers cartoon one time as an Indian, and it was just so weird. But he's like, hello, everyone. That's kind of his. He wasn't British, but he could have been, you know. But his son Keenan Wynn came after him, and Keenan probably had Keenan had a lot more serious roles than Ed ever did. But Ed was in several famous Twilight Zone episodes as well.
Keenan's son made me laugh so hard in the 80s, I just didn't know what to do with it.
Didn't Ed Wynn?
Keenan Ivory win.
Oh, duh.
Didn't he look similar to the one that played in It's a Wonderful Life? Who played the
Jimmy Stewart? Yeah, he kind of looked like Jimmy Stewart.
Oh no, I meant the other one, the one that played the
Ed Wynn. No, Ed Wynn. I don't know. It wasn't Ed Wynn. It was a similar actor, but it wasn't Ed Wynn.
No, it wasn't. No, I know it wasn't him. I'm just saying, well, didn't he look similar to him? But then
he looks very similar to that guy. Yeah. No, you're right. And what else was he in? He was in so many things.
Just a consummate character actor.
Yeah. And always played the goofy guy. I think he was in one of the creations of Christmas Carol. And I can't remember.
Didn't he do stuff with Laurel and Hardy or Three Stooges or somebody?
I think so. And not the Three Stooges, but I think it was Laurel and Hardy. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think he did stuff with them too, because they were just prolific at the time. I mean, you can pretty much interconnect all of them back then.
So his son was in. So his grandson, Edwin's grandson, is the guy who wrote. He wrote a handful of really popular movies in the 70s, and Stacy Keenan Wynn.
Pulled out the pictures, and I was right. He does look so much like the actor that played the
and so Stacy, his grandson, yes, exactly, that's what you're, And so Stacy Keenan, when his grandson wrote the Longest Yard, did you know that, Kyle?
Oh,
No.
And he wrote several other like hit movies of the 70s.
the Burt Reynolds movie about American football in prison.
The Burt Reynolds movie.
Yeah.
Remade by Adam Sandler.
And not
Yeah,
well.
also, there's also a British version where they're playing football in prison with Vinnie Jones in it.
Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
Dude, I
And
love Vinnie Jones.
speaking of grandsons, I don't shill this too often, but Spencer Chaplin did one hell of a riveting interview. I love his interview with Stephen Fry the most, but he just this week he dropped one with Susie Eddie Izzard. So Spencer sat down with Eddie Izzard. It's the first half of it. It's really cool so far. So,
Who's this? Spencer who?
Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin's grandson.
Right. Yeah.
And Bill, on that name joke thing, it made me think I'm probably my favorite middle name I've ever heard in my life. Even debated calling my daughter's middle name that just because I think it's cool, but it didn't fit as much. But Shanda, Chanda. One of the coolest people I ever met. Her middle name was Shanda. Her grandfather invented the Learjet.
Okay.
Her first name was Crystal.
Crystal Chandelier.
Crystal Chandelier was her name. Just a deadhead, pot smoking hippie, funner than fuck. But her name was Crystal Chandelier.
Oh dear me.
And she kept her name even after she got married. Because I mean, how cool is that? How creative and cool is that? That you have names where you can build on it, like Bill's. That's a brilliant build on that name. Who would have thought you got to add the middle name because Crystal Shanda wouldn't make sense, but a kid named Crystal Lear, you don't think of it to think the middle name Shanda.
I like to think of Bill's nickname to be Turnip Field. I think that'd be a good name for him.
I had a teacher who used to call me Cottonfield because I had a big old white man's fro when I was in high school, and he'd call me Cotton, and I hated it, but later I came to love it. But yeah.
All right, you want to see some comic books?
Yeah, let me say one joke real quick.
Just looking at that, Edwin, I just realised because he was Uncle Albert in Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And he died 2 years. He died 2 years afterwards.
Okay.
Oh,
so what's the joke, Bill?
No, I can't remember it. Damn it! It was a good one too.
Those are your best jokes, Bill.
It was probably my best joke. Yeah, exactly.
The ones you don't remember are always the best.
Now I'm 63.
So the first Marvel Knights book. What do you think? What do you think it is, Terry? You think this was kind of Drek?
Sorry.
Did you think this was kind of Drek? You think this
no,
was
not that. No. I'm talking about
that was not bad.
Volumes 7 and 8. I mean, they come years after that.
Yeah.
That's volume 2.
So, but yeah,
that'd be classed as volume 2.
This is Kevin's relaunch.
Oh wow.
Smith and Quesada.
Yeah.
Quesada and Palmiotti, the pair, but this is the relaunch. I'm remiss to ask him even for one autograph, but if I do, it might be on this one. But who knows? Who cares? Why bother? But I mean, this is in my money box, so I've got that on it, that behind it, and this should have been much more. This should have had a spike with the latest season of Daredevil, but it didn't.
So that run 119 issues.
Yeah, this is the one where he was outed.
Well, is it similar to what they did in Born Again?
This is what they based Born Again on, but it didn't really spike this book much.
Yeah, towards the end of that is where issue 500 comes from.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where Smith kind of relaunched this, and then
it was Kevin Smith?
Yeah, this is Kevin Smith.
Interesting.
I'm showing down, but yeah. This is the first Marvel Knights book. So the Daredevil relaunch, which when they collected this,
what's that worth right now, Kyle?
Probably $100.
Oh, really? Oh, wow! Because it was the first.
I mean, this is in really high grade. It's just it's like $5 to $10 book as a
Okay, I got you.
reader, but high end and stuff, and God forbid he autographs it, which I don't want to ask him to do that because I think it's tacky as fuck. But
Oh,
just
come on,
depends.
you've been that
If I get
before.
30 seconds with him, I'm not even going to discuss it. If I get 3 hours with him, everything I show will get signed. It's all
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, it's been a lot of in passing, but my wife's going to get to meet him. I'm going to get to talk to him again.
You
I'm
need to take it. He won't care.
I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to pedal. Does that make any sense?
Just say, hey man, do you mind autographing this?
It depends on the time. If it's a hey, how do you do? I'm not bugging him with shit. Well, I'm gonna bug him with one thing. There is one thing I'm gonna bug him with because there's a story I'm gonna tell him. But if that's how I spend my time with him, then I'm good with that. If we sit down for a couple hours, it'll go on. But I mean, like his one of his biggest hires, who runs his company, who runs his comic shop, came on this show and did trivia with us. His trivia guy for View Askew did trivia with us. Mike Zapsik is part of the team.
And he cleaned our clocks.
So he didn't clean our clocks. He beat me by one because I brain farted one. Or I'd have tied him.
He cleaned our clocks, Kyle. No, I'm joking. No. You're right. I know. I'm kidding. It was a joke.
He loves saying he cleaned our clocks, but no, he got me by one. He's definitely more well versed in other things.
No, if he only won by 1 point, you're.
But he is so much more well versed in DC than me. I mean, he puts me to shame with that.
Is he mainly a DC guy?
He's more knowledgeable in it. My knowledge goes back later. If it's older, I kick his dick in the dirt. If it's general and fairly recent, he's slightly better than me because he's got a better DC handle. So, but he's Kevin's go-to guy for comic book knowledge. So, but you'll see as I show these, I've been interconnected with these guys for 30 years. It'll be 30 years the beginning of next year. I've been interconnected with these guys. Those are the two Daredevils, and I figure with you guys, these would have some importance. I only took some pictures of a few panned out, but this is the relaunch when Oliver Queen came back. He's on top there. Yeah. But there's issue 1.
The first 11, isn't he?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, little Etrigan, 6, 7, 8. And I do love this Spectre cover. 9 and 10. Connor Hawk there.
Hey, go back to that last one, the one on the other side. Is that Stanley and his monster?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great. How did they get that? So they made him a regular character.
Yeah, it's
Is it a good story?
If it's your cup of tea, you'll love it. If it's not, it'll bore.
I quite like that Quiver run. I've got that myself. I haven't got many Green Lantern, but I think I bought the trade, and then I bought the comic books of that because I thought it was quite a good run. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it said the same.
When you see him, ask him when the widening Gaia next is coming out. The next part of the widening Gaia story.
And that's Walt Flanagan. That's his old buddy there. So now I didn't show a run of these. Of course, I don't have a big run of these. But this story run and this story run have a tied-in theme. Terry, do you know what it is?
Same artist, doesn't it?
Nope. A tied-in theme.
A tied-in theme.
Issue 5 is kind of relevant to that when Karen Page dies. But there's a tied-in theme between these two stories.
No clue.
No, it's a long while since I read it, unfortunately.
What does this story introduce?
His son?
Oh,
not Connor.
Now Connor comes in 0. I've got 0 upstairs.
The girl?
The girl. Who
What
has?
girl?
Who has?
Oh, HIV.
Yep.
Right.
And then Karen Page gets an
Oh,
HIV diagnosis, which is
right.
a Mysterio thing that screws around with her, but there's an HIV tie between those.
Right.
I sent one of these up to Travis. Of course, I didn't send him my signed one. Here's another $100 book. Mine's scribbled on, personalized to me by Dante there, because I've run around with Brian a bunch. That's Clerks, the comic book. Clerks, the Lost Scene, which again, scribbled to me right there by Brian.
I've got to say, I've never once felt the need to watch that film. Never once.
Clerks,
never.
the holiday special. Clerks 2, I could not recommend. Clerks 1 is niche. If you want stupid, laugh out loud, piss down your leg humor, it's Clerks 2.
Don't need an encouragement to do that.
It's hysterical. But then there's Clerks, the holiday special. Then that's one of my books signed by Jay Muse. Right on that. That's what I said. I have so many of these. And I've given away as much as I have. I've given away probably 3 times as much. First appearance of Jay and Silent Bob in comics. The first print, which I got from their shop in New Jersey, and the very first one, because I was in the first street team crew they had here in Indiana. There's a second print, which is actually harder to get. Can you tell what the difference is?
Color.
Yep, the pink backdrop. That's their first appearance. That'd be a cool signature, but I probably ain't gonna get it. This is the first appearance of Blunt Man and Chronic, which was the basis for the Strike Back movie. And they did a lot of work with Mike Allred and stuff. Then you talk about variant covers. They actually go back to the 90s. Here's a Quesada and Palmiotti variant cover to issue 1. And I love how their signatures just kind of blended into the writing joke. And then you got another variant. You got the photo variant of them, which again, that would make a classic signature if he signed across there. But again, if it presents itself and we're sitting there shooting the shit, I'll chuck them out with a Sharpie. If not, I'm not worried about it. Nice little porno scene, which ties into a later film. This kind of ties into Zach and Mary make a porno later. But it happened. Zach and Mary was something came out 10, 12 years after this. And then issue 3 of the series, issue 3 of 4, and issue 4. And again, pretty much all these I got from them. Now, the cherry piece that I've kept from him was a script book. Got the Clerks and the Chasing Amy screenplay. Signed by Kevin on the cover. Signed by Jason Mewes on the inside. Signed by too twitchy to go single page by single page here. Hold on. Signed by Brian O'Halloran and Jeff Anderson on the inside page there. And then Jeff made a little note that says gay, and it's going to Dante and Brian O'Halloran's signature. It says Brian O'Halloran 37. And if you know, you know. The 37th blowjob, but that's his joke there. And Kevin's already signed this, but yeah, I debated on having him like transcribe something in here. But again, if we get a lot of time, it'll happen. If not, what do I care? I got rare pieces there. Now this, Like I said, I've told this story a million times. This has special memories to me for 100 different ways. Like going to see this in New York the weekend of its release with my mom, and then Brian O'Halloran's autograph, Jeff Anderson's autograph. That's the main two clerks. Then Muse writing a snooch joke there. And then that's Morris Day from the Times signature there. Morris had a good laugh signing that. So, and then the bulk of this other stuff I've just given away over the years. But I've worked with Brian and Jeff more than anybody. There's Brian trying to talk me out of part of my life story. So that was kind of funny. That might be a good thing for him to sign, because I don't know why I forgot to get Muse to sign it last time I hung out with him. But that's Jeff and Brian's. Then I can get Jason to sign it, Kevin to sign it. I had, this is from the cartoon series, and the other things I had signed from it, I sent up to TM Nerdy.
I thought the cartoon was all right.
Canada. And then this is a side view thing. This is Brian Johnson's movie, Vulgar, signed by Brian O'Halloran to me. This is one of those, it's a fucked up movie. No other way to put it. Clown porn and clown R word kind of stuff, just really twisted. But this is one of the greatest movies for suspension of disbelief you will ever see. These are people I know. These are people I'm on a first name basis with. And I watched this movie and forgot I knew the person. I got lost in the fucked up part of the movie.
That's awesome, though. That proves that they're acting.
It's so fucked up that the suspension of disbelief came off the table with this one. And it's a fucked up, stupid, crazy movie. But, yeah. And yeah. If you want Disturbed, that's a hell of a movie to watch. And then the other two sleeves I took off. Eventually, I'll get these signed. Mallrats, one of the original DVD releases that came with the book with it. So, I mean, this probably right here that I'm holding is probably worth $20. Chasing Amy. And again, with the interior book itself is probably worth a little bit of money. I wouldn't mind Joey, Laura, and Adam signing that, but you know, I ain't gonna harp him. That this basically helped launch Ben Affleck, because he did this and they liked the screening so much. They basically greenlit Good Will Hunting, which won him Oscars.
Yeah, yeah, but I think Chasing Amy is his best movie.
I'm kind of right there with you as far as his movies go, but he's got fucked up ones and stuff.
Everyone knows Tusk is his best movie.
And again, great suspension of disbelief, because you forget you're looking at Justin Long in that goddamn costume.
Yeah.
I only watched that the other week.
So,
I mean, I don't think there's anybody who thinks that Geely is his best movie.
Geely? He didn't
that's the one with Jennifer Lopez. And
Ben you're talking about Affleck. You're not talking about Kevin Smith. You're talking about
No, that was Kevin Smith directed that.
No, Kevin Smith did not direct Geely.
He always says he did.
Kevin Smith didn't. No, he directed Jersey. God damn it, it's sitting in there. No, Kevin Smith did not direct Geely. Kevin Smith had nothing to do with Geely. He makes jokes about that.
So wait, who was in Jersey Girl?
Jersey Girl. That's his other one. That's Steven Tyler's kid.
Liv Tyler. Okay.
Liv Tyler, and yeah, he did Jersey Girl.
He missed the trick there. He could have called her Ruth, couldn't he? He should have called her Ruth. I
swear I saw Kevin Smith take credit for, or not want credit, but take credit for Sheely.
No, the one he doesn't want credit for is Cop Out.
What's that?
With Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan.
No, I don't even know that
Bruce Willis was kind of a knobbish on that. Bruce Willis kind of went off the rails on that one. But that's how Kevin Smith wound up in Die Hard with a Vengeance. And again, I can bore people stupid with my knowledge of that. But again, why wouldn't I have knowledge? And I'm not even a stoner with these guys, you know, but Walt's not a stoner. Zap's
You're
not a
not a
stoner.
stoner.
I'm not a stoner, but I like the Dick and Park jokes. I'm the Dick and Park joke guy.
I do have
They
to say
talk about them all
I'm glad
right.
we don't have any stoners on this show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the stoner stuff never made me laugh, but the Dick and Park jokes did. And he helped me find out my mom laughed really hard. My mom giggle snorted at Dick and Park jokes because she always tried to be a prude around us. And the Dick and Park jokes in Strike Back, she was giggle snorting, and I'm already laughing at the funny stuff. And then off a couple seats down off to my left, my mom is giggle snorting at these Dick and Park jokes. I literally slid off my seat and was on the floor, doubled over laughing. That's only happened twice in my life. I couldn't get up from laughing hysterically in a movie theater where there was maybe 10 of us spread out in a 150 seat movie theater. And she giggle snorted at some of this stuff. So I knew it wasn't just a tee-hee-hee laugh. She was giggle snorting.
She was on the floor.
It doubled. It literally put me on the floor.
That's
Because
hilarious.
it took a lot to make my mom giggle snort. Like she'd giggle snort with the corset. Her favorite movie was like Monty Python, Life of Brian. And she giggle snorted that. But like
that's one of my sister's favorite movies. I saw that with her when I was in high school and she was in college. But or no, she was already out of college and teaching at that point. But I absolutely love Life of Brian. I also love the Meaning of Life.
Meaning of Life,
yeah. I love the beginning of that, where it's the ships in the city. I just, oh my God, that is so. I wish there had been a whole movie about that. I absolutely love that, and it's, you know,
according to different documentaries, that wasn't even supposed to been in the film.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, you know, Meaning of Life, it was the one movie that was more like the show than because it was a series of skits as opposed to one coherent, you know, storyline.
Monty Python has been so entwined in my family funerals. Like my brother's homage table, I had a can of Spam with a bird on top of it. And when you walk past it, it had a sensor that said, you know, it make Monty Python statements and say shit like your mother smelled of elderberries.
I'm so glad you're not weird, Kyle.
But at my mom's funeral, she had a thing already laid out, you know, for her music. I mean, it meant the world to her. That she actually had it handwritten into her paperwork that she would like that snippet of her reading poetry on this show included in her little photo montage memorial service. And when we got that put in, that made more people cry at my mom's funeral. That made more people cry that there was a snippet of her reading poetry.
You're gonna make me cry, fucker.
And that was, and I have the paperwork. There's a handwritten request on top of her, you know, dying wishes kind of list and things that was included in that. And she was so anal and meticulous. She had her music set picked out. Now, granted, I've had that for 20 years myself too, with very few additions. And she wanted to end with a big classical piece of Wagner and things like that. And my cousin had it all laid out and, you know, had everything playing on the video and had the music playing. And as he went to wrap up, he went, now she loves this classical piece of music. And I stood up and I said, you can play that later. And I pulled him aside and he started laughing. And he said, I turned to everybody in the crowd and I said, look, you know, she wanted this classical piece of music that'll put you all to sleep for after a couple hours it is. I said, this one's to my mom. And they switched up the music and played Always Be on the Bright Side of Life. And I went around dancing. I mean, I was shaking and hobbled. I could barely physically move. But I got down on my knees and I'm dancing with the grandbabies and stuff like that. And we ended my mom's funeral with Always Look on the Bright Side of Life.
So what other Terry Gilliam movie did that song show up in?
Brazil, was it?
Fisher King.
Fisher King.
Oh,
Yeah,
That was just being
Fisher King
whistled, wasn't it?
actually, Brazil came before.
Yeah, Brazil came before. It was just being whistled in the Fisher King, right?
Brazil was a great film.
Did anyone see Mark Oldroyd saying, "Yeah, we have no stoners in the show"?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. I
don't think he
appreciate that.
believes you, mate.
I don't know who he's talking about.
I think
But this is a great show today. I like the way we're kind of laid back and just kind of talking amongst each other. And I hope no one's bored. But I mean, we're pretty exciting guys, so I can't imagine anyone being bored. Really.
I highly doubt it, mate. Is it possible? I don't think it's
I don't
possible.
think so. I don't think so. Especially with Steve and his haircut, where he looks totally like Dusty Rhodes from ZZ Top now.
I'd personally be more worried that they're too excited.
Yeah,
Is what would worry
exactly.
me.
I'm so glad. Oh yeah, I'm so glad Kyle's not weird too, Mark. That's
Well,
a good point.
And I'm on this weird kick anyway, where y'all know I was so excited to be there with my granddaughter's first baseball game. And physical maladies basically have taken me out of doing theme parks or anything, so I'm probably never going to do a theme park, an amusement park with her. But her first baseball game may have been my last ever.
Oh no.
I don't know if I could physically take it and enjoy it. I could go, but it's just, it's a couple hours long and it's kind of strenuous and painful.
And it is baseball, so I can understand.
Especially you keep jumping up trying to catch the ball. Yeah.
Well, I went and got people. I talked to the right people, and I did what I do. I went and talked to somebody who talked to somebody who told me who to talk to. I talked to them. They got her a ball.
Oh, cool.
It used to be easy to do. Like my daughter was laughing with me last night because she was telling me about stuff she did with some things with the race this year. And she goes, "I got your thing," because she's laughing because, I'm going to go hang out with Kevin Smith. Then I'm telling her, it could be any number of things. It could be a 30-second handshake. How you doing? Good to see you. That was cool. See you later. It could be, and she knows this because she's grown up around this. I could run into him while I'm going to pick up tickets at Will Call, go eat with him, chaperone him around, shoot the cock and bull for 3 hours, go see the show, shoot the cock and bull with him between shows, then get asked to stick around by him to see the other show, then stick around with him after. I mean, just any number of things could happen. But I'm not buying into any, I don't care if it's just a, "Hey, how you doing?"
But could you handle that now?
No, but if I did, and that's the thing I'm thinking, this might be my last big hurrah. I may go to another concert, but if my last full concert was Violent Femmes and Dropkick Murphys, I'm cool with that.
Oh, that's awesome.
If my last big outing is the Kevin Smith comedy show where I shoot shit with him, awesome. But I can't physically take it where it just takes the fun out of it. I can go do it, but it's so fucking draining that it sucks for me. It sucks for whoever's with me.
So
I'm going to bite the bullet Saturday and have fun either way.
That's good. So,
but I mean, what's the big deal? If I wanted his autograph, I could shoot an email, spend $10, get 3 autographed comic books, and they'd be to me day after tomorrow. That's been that way for 30 years.
So, Kyle, have you ever heard of the show on NPR called Sound Opinions?
No.
It's 2 music critics, and they did a special the other day on the, the Ultimate Violent Femmes album.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
I mean, they have great albums. They have greatest hits, but there's only one.
Right.
And I have 2 of them, by the way, from the first press.
But they're talking about everything so a guy has written a book about them, and it's supposed to be a really, really good book. But he was talking about everything that happened, and that it was like a really. I'm trying to remember. They had a studio in like a mall or space, and then the people that owned the space got kicked out, but they didn't, so they had to go to an empty mall. It was just such an interesting story.
They
And
were buskers. They were 80s
yeah,
buskers.
yeah, but you know what's so funny is for the first 10 or 15 years they were around, I totally thought they were British.
Who are we talking about?
The
The
Violent
Violent
Femmes.
Femmes. Let me go
Okay.
on like a blister in the sun.
Let
I've
me
never heard of them.
go
I've heard the name, but
like
I've
a
no
Punk
idea.
music.
blister in the sun.
Now, some of the best concerts I ever went to in the mid 80s, they played a club down here called the Sherwood, which is basically a big old Elks Lodge. And they'd get up on stage and play to like 25 to 50 of us. They did 5 tours in the cycle between Wisconsin.
Wow.
They come out of Wisconsin. They'd do Wisconsin, Chicago, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Detroit, Wisconsin, Chicago, Cleveland. They just did that circle in their van. And like we just hang out with them and take them across the
That's
street to the
so
Burger
cool.
King. And, you know, I have been plugged into them since day one, since before the album. Because they
That's
do
crazy.
punk shows. They do punk shows at the Sherwood because the owner was a stoner and he'd pick up these regional gigs and he'd only sell like 50 tickets at the max, but it'd always be the same kids and they'd always treat people great.
I don't understand why we're talking about stoners so much this episode. It's really kind of disgruntling me. But you know,
You would think with the life I lived outside of my military hits, you would think I was a hardcore stoner, and it's just never been me. I'm an old hippie, but I'm not a partaker. So
yet you smoke cigarettes, which you would have probably been better off smoking weed all
yeah.
these years. I'm
Well,
just
and then it
saying,
will
it's
always
pure, it's
make me
good,
laugh.
it's.
It will always make me laugh what my dog tags say. That to my dying day, I think that's the funniest thing ever.
What's your dog tag say?
That my religion is either listed as Zen Buddhist or Taoist on all of them.
I'm
That's still
surprised
one of my
you
favorite.
didn't put yourself down as a Rastafarian.
That's still one of my favorite. It will always be one of my favorite stories. That
I would have gone down as a Rastafarian.
I am the
Rastafarian.
first. I am the first recognized Zen Buddhist in the United States Marine Corps.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Has nothing to do with being the first one, because by far I wasn't the first one to practice
But you're the
Buddhism
first
or
one to
anything
admit
like
it.
that. In the end of the fiscal year 1987, the Marine Corps changed a thing where your religious notation on the bottom of your tags, you had 4 choices, and that was it. You know, it was Christian, no preference.
Jewish?
I want to say Jewish, and something kind of innocuous other than no preference. I almost want to say
Like
Catholic.
Protestant?
No, it was Catholic. It was Christian Catholic, because you have to get last rites if you're Catholic.
Right.
That's why they distinguish. Christian was a catch-all. Jewish was a catch-all. No preference was a catch-all, and Catholic because you had to get last rites. At the end of fiscal year 87, which kicked in the beginning of 88, it went from a choice of those 4, and that was it. And they got specific, and they opened it up to like 57 different ones. I think it's up to 62 now. But I was the first one that said, I wanted to be a Taoist, and they're like, we don't have that. And I said, well, that's a Zen Buddhist. So I'm a Buddhist. So I went into boot camp, and I'm like, you will put Buddhist on this because that's, that is me, period. End of story. And I won't get into all the things that happened involved with that. I got my ass beat by my drill instructors more than once for that. But at graduation, when my mom came out,
who happened to be Ely Ermey, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But when my mom came out to San Diego for my graduation and stuff like that, one of my drill instructors came up to her and said, your son impressed me to no end. He stood up for this, and he actually believes in this, and his dog tags actually say that. And he's letting her know he's the first recognized one in the Marine Corps, because I was the only one in that rotation that claimed it. Now, since it's happened, but I am recognized by the Marines as the first Buddhist in the Marine Corps.
That's awesome.
It was nothing but timing. It was a law that was enacted. I went in the next quarter. That's all it was timing. I guarantee you probably 10% of the history of Marines would be considered Buddhist.
Oh, I'm sure.
Break glass in case of war, because
Yeah.
they don't hunger for war. The ones that hunger for war are the ones that get fragged. You don't want it. You want to rush in, save the children, protect them, and get them the fuck out. You know, give me peace. I'm here to flex my muscles and say, give me peace. And they say, okay. And you say, okay, I flexed my muscles. Nothing had to happen. All the better.
So all you were saying is give peace a chance?
Mm-hmm. Period.
Okay. I just want to make sure. So, Steve, pull out the tambourine. Let's sing it. Da, 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 da. I'll be a
no, I mean, like, I think I can tell this one's short. When you go in the first week, it's kind of our little hell week and things like that. And you got to put your, you know, your sizes and all that shit so you get your clothes issued. And you got to put your religious preference so they can prep your dog tags and give them to you, you know, blood type and all that shit that goes with it. And my senior drill instructor, a charcoal black hard ass from the inner city, kicks in the fucking door when he comes in from that meeting. Who the fuck in my platoon is a Buddhist? And I stood up and, sir, this recruit, sir, ran back, punched me square in the solar plexus, knocked me flat on my ass. And when you get hit, you got to stand back up. I stood back up. And he says, are you still a Buddhist? Sir, yes, sir. Wha-bam! Hits me again, knocks me flat on my ass. He says, are you still a pacifist? I said, sir, yes, sir. And then they pulled me aside because he got hot tempered. He's like, you know, you're basically a conscientious objector. And they pulled me aside to the DI hut where people couldn't hear, and they're like, fuck you, what are you doing here if you're a conscientious objector? I said, I'm not a conscientious objector. I said, if you need me to go kill people, I'll go kill people. If the shit hits the fan, I'm going that way. I'm a pacifist. I would rather it not happen, but if it happens, I'm going to be the one in the front line. And they're like, you have to fucking prove it. So I proved it, and I'm like, I have no interest in being. There's a big difference between a conscientious objector saying, my religious beliefs say I can't do this. It's like, my religious beliefs didn't say I can't do it. It's that I don't want to do it, but if it has to be done, I'd rather it be me. If it's me, and I end up street grease, better me than the kid that's 3 years younger than me coming up behind me.
Gotcha.
And they love me for that. They sang a lot of praise.
So did your drill sergeant wind up loving you?
That one always thought I was a bit of a dick, but I was 3 years older than everybody else on average.
Oh, wow.
So they're trying to break me, and I already had part of the mentality, and I came up, you know.
So you're like Nathan
I was
Fillion
a true
and the
believer.
Rookie. Yeah, I get it.
You know, I was closer to their age than most of the kids I went through with.
Right.
So they're like, we need a new squad leader. And I jump right to and run forward. And they finally got to the point. They're like, look, we know you will. Sit down, shut the fuck up. We're trying to teach these kids something. Okay. You know,
But
like, I get it. I get it. Because, you know, by the time I'm 22 the year later, and a couple of my DIs were 22 at the time.
Oh, that's weird.
You know, it's like, I'm more their age. That was my group.
So,
and they knew it. So they're like, just sit down, shut up. You know, we get it. You can handle this. We're not going to break you. You're going to graduate.
That's great. So, Steve, do you have any figures to show us this week?
Well, I've got some comics.
Do you remember comics?
Do you remember comics?
No figures? I'd rather figures.
I want to see your cock knocker, Steve. Come on, whip out that cock knocker.
I want to see comics, personally.
I'll dig it out at some point.
Not knowing what a cock knocker is, I'll settle for just comics if you don't mind.
Cock knocker is Mark Hamill.
I want action figures.
You'll get both.
Okay.
I want action comic figures.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's an American one.
Cock knocker is Mark Hamilton. Mark Hamilton.
What year is that one, Tempest?
Sorry?
What year is that one?
Terry, do you know what year that is?
It's a 10 center. I'm going to guess 1959.
Yeah, it's 270.
270 is 230, so it'll be 1958.
Wow.
Oh, that's close.
Nice.
No, not 58, sorry, not 58, don't be start. No, 24 and 36, 1960.
I think it's around that. It's one of those covers that I've always liked the look of.
Yeah. I love it. I love the future look.
Yeah. I've got a feeling this might go up in value at some point.
Oh, that's fantastic.
276, yeah, definitely.
I own that one.
So I got hold of that one.
I always wondered what they did with her cape.
She doesn't have a cape?
She has the top of it, but you don't see the rest of it.
Oh, it's probably.
I mean, it should be flying behind her.
Yeah, it should be. Wow, that's hilarious. I never noticed that.
I got some British Black Oaks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great covers. All right. Okay, so these are still quality Blackhawks. They're not DC Blackhawks. Or
no, these are British ones.
Reprints.
I love that cover. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I love the old Black
I
Hawk
wonder
cover.
why it was they wouldn't allow the Black Hawks to fight the Germans.
Well, they did, like, in some flashback kind of comics.
Yeah.
They sort of did a little run, like,
There was always
Silver Age, where it was like a flashback.
There was all
Tales of the
fighting something
Black Hawk, right? I think it was.
didn't exist.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Tales of Dread.
If you ever want to sell that, I'll buy it. That's beautiful. I'm sure you won't, but that's gorgeous.
I think people say it was kind of dear, this one, but I got it relatively cheap.
It's gorgeous. Well, guys, I have customers. I'm going to have to run, sadly, but I'll stick around long enough to see your action figures.
It's square bound, though.
Yeah. I got another one of those.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's got a bunch of... there's quite a few Captain Britons in this one.
Steve, I don't know whether you watch Mr. McGroovy.
No, I haven't.
Watched his last few videos have been about sort of Marvel, the British Marvel books. Yeah, it's been pretty interesting actually. So I mean, it's the third party showed. I think I only ever seen one of those. All the rest of them I never even heard of. All the they're still Marvel reprints, but there's all these strange titles. Yeah,
it's my auction lot showed up.
Hawkman Annual.
So that's what I've already got that one.
And is it all Hawkman stories, or
I've already got that one?
Right.
Well, these are doubles, are they?
That was number two.
So there's that issue of Hawkman.
So it's literally just reprinted issues, is it?
It's bound stuff. They're not reading the actual.
What about the Metal Men one then?
It's all Hawkman.
And they're all bound copies.
Interesting.
Because there's also there's Metamorphose in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's just 6 random bound issues.
That's issue 3.
I've never seen that they did that.
That's number 20.
Metal Men, though.
Yeah,
that's one of my faves.
That's the most infamous cover ever.
And how do you tell the difference between overstock bindings and ballast binding?
The ads.
Nope. Ballast bindings are coverless. Remainders are the ones that have the covers in it. That's their overstock. They took their overstock that didn't sell and bound it.
181 in there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
1966.
That is unfortunately missing the poster in this one.
It's been taken out, or it was never there.
It's not the end of the world.
The other one I've got's got the poster in it, so I assume it's been.
Can you undo the comic and pretend it's an actual issue, or is that not going to work?
It is an actual issue. It's just been trimmed.
It's been
trimmed, is it?
Yeah.
They trimmed the top off. You can see the top of that didn't even have the go-go checks on it.
Yeah, so that's one. That's what I'm missing. It's got.
But yeah.
But though 181 even trimmed still get you a lot of pennies.
Yeah.
But yeah, with those, they didn't want to lose money, so they were trying to find ways instead of pulping them or throwing them away, where they'd get like a half a pence to pulp a book. At least that way they can charge. Actually, more. What's the overall charge for all the books
179.
for Scarecrow? What's the charge on that book, Steve?
Some nice ones in there.
There's no actual price on the cover.
I expect they were about 5 shillings, weren't they?
Yeah, and you could take that. That's a way to make money off your leftovers instead of throwing them away or stashing them for nothing.
Yeah.
That's the way that's just somebody resourceful going, if I spend this much, I can make this much.
Yeah. It's only similar to the double stuff. It's like we've got all these comics without covers on. What are we doing with them?
Well, most of the coverless stuff is ballast. The coverless stuff is a mob
Issue 3,
deal.
I think, isn't it? That one?
Yeah, but they're not the issues that are actually in the.
No.
If they're coverless, you know the mobs had a hand in on it. If they have the covers in it, that's just a smart guy like Alan Class who said, "Well, if I take the ones I have, I'm going to
reprint of Superman 86."
Yeah. I got
That's somebody smart and resourceful
off
there.
eBay or an auction.
I got those 4 from an auction. So I just need one. There's one more of those now that we need for the full set.
Yeah.
How do you even know which ones are available and which ones are out? How's that?
There is a list of them.
Right.
There's
15?
James Bond.
Yeah.
And,
So 160 total?
Bit of
Octo
octopusy.
Sensor.
Okay. I'll do that, yeah. Great. Thanks,
Okay.
man.
Shaken, not stirred.
We don't sell ours for very much, so that's the
Okay,
only reason I couldn't offer you more than
You might recognize this one.
Okay,
That I need that book so bad it makes me sick. That is the best graphic novel ever.
We need about 1 billion books though.
Ever.
Jeez.
Now I've had that a couple times. I read it till it fell apart. I don't like Magnolia art that much, but that story is maybe the best story in comic book, single story in comic book.
I found a decently priced copy, so I thought I'd pick it up. And then I went to a Comic Con at the weekend, although I said the words Comic Con.
Right.
Really any comics there. And I did pick this up.
Oh, Bill's gonna shit when he sees that.
Oh no, it's Jason Voorhees, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not Michael Myers.
If they do Doctor Doom right in this upcoming movie, that Triumph and Torment's value is gonna shoot through the roof.
So that's what I'm going to sell. I'll sell that on at some point.
Because you're not supposed to be buying any of those, are you?
That's true, yeah.
Right, figures.
Yeah, outside of his first appearance in Fantastic Four 5, that graphic novel is probably the consummate Doctor
You
Doom.
took Bill's volume off while he's trying to sell custom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I cannot oversell that Triumph and Torment enough.
Well,
And I hate the art. I hate the
sometimes we
art.
do listen to things that you say.
Yeah, I hate the art. But yeah,
I'm not a fan of Mike Mignola.
No,
Yeah,
I could
but
totally wanna leave him.
that story is, I mean, it's up there with FF51, This Man, This Monster. If you think of a single issue of something that is totally fucking standalone, it's interconnected. But that story is the most important Doctor Doom story ever written. Ever. I mean, it's actually more important to Doctor Doom's history than FF5. So,
And did they keep it in canon?
Well, it hasn't become a classic though, is it? I mean,
yeah, it has. That's a $150 book in decent shape.
well, it's not one I've ever particularly heard of. So
It's Marvel graphic novel 22. It's hard to come by anyway, and a hardback's impossible to come by.
they've
But
not
it's
reprinted it, I think.
Doctor Doom canon. It's Doctor Doom canon that, I mean, if you want me to tell it, it's brilliant. But if they do this right and they do this in the movie, Mephisto will be in Doomsday.
Mm.
So,
How
but I mean,
pretty much they'll do it right, mate. Unfortunately.
and honest to God, I knew Mignola did the art. I couldn't even tell you who fucking wrote it. Who wrote it, Steve? I don't even remember who wrote that.
Who wrote what?
Triumph and Torment. The Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange graphic novel.
You missed the figure, Bill, didn't you? You showed a
Oh,
figure a minute ago.
shit. Yeah, damn it.
Just the one. It
That's
was a
what the
Jason
replay
Voorhees.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you
gonna
just show
co-
me
it's
real
gonna cost
quick?
It's going to cost you $50 now to see it next.
It's
$50.
Fuckers.
I want to say it's Denny O'Neil, but I don't remember.
Roger Stern.
Roger Stern.
Yeah, and I don't even remember who wrote it. It is the best fucking Doctor Doom story ever written, by far. By far.
Yeah, so you just send $50 to his PayPal and they'll show you the.
No, Steve loves me. He's going to show it to me anyway.
I'll show it you again.
I can look fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope they get that right.
Cyberman? I can't see it really well. Is that a Cyberman?
No.
No, it's Jason Voorhees.
Oh, that's weird because the thing around its head made it look like a Cyberman from far away.
Yeah,
Now,
I couldn't work that stuff with either.
That's the original Voorhees from like 1979, right?
It's either Jason
or
Voorhees or it's Humongous from Mad Max 2.
That's awesome.
It's the final chapter movie.
Oh, that's great.
So it's from the original series. Okay.
Humongous.
Well, there you go.
But,
I think that's probably it for tonight then. So
People may not ever own it, but I can
Best
say.
show ever. Oh
See
my
that.
God. Oh my God.
Just,
I love
just to
that.
say that, hold on a second, just to say that hopefully Gray and Steve will be and myself will be meeting at a London convention on the 28th of June.
That'd be awesome.
That'll be spectacular. But yeah,
Lisa
people
said
may
she might
not.
come as well. Terry.
Sorry?
Lisa says she might come as well.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I thought that was. I thought that was obvious.
I said she's not allowed to play with the boys, and she said, "Shut up, of course I can."
Hey, Bill, I
Yeah.
wanted to check your brain on something else
Yeah.
too.
I've got to
Did
shake
you
the
get
hand
my
of the person
name
who's
on
born in
this?
the same hospital, haven't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Can I
She
what?
said she'll take the photos. She says
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
she'd be our photographer.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
did we, Kyle, Bill, did we tell you that Lisa Gray's other half, we found out that we were both born in the same hospital. I mean,
Oh, that's
20 years
amazing.
apart, but in the
Yeah,
same
but
hospital.
still,
Very
Small
cool.
world.
that's very cool.
Real coincidence there.
I was born in the same birthing wing as Steve McQueen.
Oh,
So I was born in the same room. I don't know if it's the same spot. They had a birthing wing.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
hospital.
Yeah,
But
Roger
Bill,
Moore was born there as well, apparently.
Bill, do you get the Batman connection to my name?
No.
Does anybody get the Batman connection to my name on this?
I like Pizza Steve.
Is that one of the
No.
movies?
I like Pizza Steve. Does
I thought you
anybody
were
get the
talking
reference?
I don't know.
No, what Batman is he related to?
Michael Keaton. Does
Oh,
that give
Robert
anything
Downey.
away? Has anybody else seen Multiplicity?
Yeah,
Brilliant Harold Ramis movie.
bloody about 30 years
No.
ago.
I like Pizza Steve. Michael Keaton at his fucking funniest.
Oh, where every clone is dumber?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And that's-
no, but I've always wanted to see it.
The stupid clone's tagline is "I like Pizza Steve." So I thought
Oh,
That
that's
was
kind
back
of
before he thought he could be an action hero.
No,
Like-
Multiplicity came after Batman,
You sure?
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah, Multiplicity came 3 years after Batman.
Really? I thought I
Yeah.
remember in my head seen it
Is
before
Courtney
that, but never
Cox
mind.
the female lead in that?
I don't even remember who it is.
90,
Okay.
that'd be 92, Gray, so it is 30 years old anyway.
Yeah.
But funniest, that movie's funny as fuck. I mean,
It
it's
is
Harold
funny.
Ramis. It's Harold Ramis, so you can't really go wrong. So,
No.
No, I've seen it, but as you said, it's 30 odd years
but
ago.
Michael Keaton being stupid, going, "I like Pizza Steve," and then fucking his wife. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so funny.
That is
Oh.
funny.
That is so funny."
So
But yeah, when Batman
tried to get-
tagline.
they tried to get Robin Williams first, and Robin Williams had something else going on, and so
Hook.
they got
Hook.
He
He was
would've been
doing
good.
Hook. He was
Was he
doing
doing
Hook.
Hook at the time? Yeah,
He was doing Hook.
which I still think that's an underrated movie, but that's just me.
Vastly underrated movie.
Vastly
So is
underrated.
Multiplicity.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like I said, and I'm gonna say it again because I will say this till I'm blue in the face. If I can recommend a comic enough, if you can't own it, go online and fucking read Triumph and Torment. Doctor
Okay.
Strange, Doctor Doom, Marvel graphic novel 22. Fucking read it. It
I
is.
think I have it.
It is damn near a tearjerker. And I've owned it before, and I read it till it fell apart. I had a hardback. It literally fell apart in my hands. I had to throw it away because it was falling to pieces.
Well,
And I
really,
never got
I
around
really
to
hope,
replacing it.
I really hope that they put a lot of that in with his mother and all the different torments that he went through. I wish they would put that in the movies.
That's
They have
Doom's
to.
that's Doom's Dante's Inferno. It is
Yeah.
the most in-depth origin story with him. It shows every side of him, from the most malicious to the most benevolent. All of
That's
it.
awesome.
In a short fucking, but it's a graphic novel, so it's like 48 pages, but it is a seriously fucking impressive piece of writing.
That's
If you like
awesome.
Mignola, you'll love the art. I hate Mignola. I thought the art was trash. I would have loved seeing that by anybody else, but it didn't fucking matter. The story was so good. Bad art to me doesn't matter. When the art's so good, the story doesn't matter, or vice versa.
So
That's a good goddamn book.
Have you ever read the Bernie Wrightson Hulk and Thing graphic novel? I loved that.
I gave it away.
Not many people
Hokey.
loved it, but I loved it. And I also
Well,
liked Hooky.
it's real.
Did you like Hooky?
Hokey
I like
was
Hooky a
good
lot,
too. But yeah, that graphic novel 27 I sent to Kay
that one.
down in Texas. But I mean,
That's so great.
Hulk wishing for fucking hamburgers when they're stranded. That's brilliant.
Hamburger.
But again, stupid fucking story. It's as stupid to be stupid. It's absurd to be absurd. And it's Bernie Wrightson art. So you got pure absurd.
So everything works.
Brilliant fucking artwork.
And the story's brilliant too. I mean, because of what they did. I mean, yes, it's kind of dumb on one hand, but on the other hand, it's the story I had always wanted.
Yeah,
So,
absurd and silly. But and that harkens back to last week's too. Everybody can agree there is no such thing as a bad Wrightson cover or a bad Wrightson comic.
No, there's not.
Doesn't fucking exist.
No.
Now I don't speak for interior art, but that's why I'm on the Apero tit so much.
You know what I can't tell? I can't tell when Wrightson is inking Adams.
It really depends. I mean, some are
there's
obvious.
A couple that you can really tell.
Yeah.
But then for the most part, I think his inking is very similar, or was very similar to Neil's.
Yeah. But
in a sense.
That's because I love Neil Adams. There are bad Neil Adams covers.
Well, there are.
Or not great.
You know the one that he told Alex and I was his least favorite is the Breaking the Chains Kryptonite cover.
Because it was kind of forced. They kind of made him do it.
Neil Adams hated that.
Had the legs all akimbo and shit like that.
So much. Oh yeah, he said that's my worst cover ever, and yet it's the most reproduced in merchandising and stuff.
Well,
and he goes,
the other cover is the action comics where the back scene is live. He hated that as well.
Yeah,
because he didn't draw it that way.
It was a paycheck, and then they fixed it.
He drew a background. He drew a background for that, and they replaced it with a photograph. He did that as well. That's funny news about Bernie Wrightson, because I have actually got a Bernie Wrightson signature inside a Detective Comics.
Oh, nice.
When I bought some Detective Comics from a German guy. And sent them through to me. And when I was looking through them, I opened one of them, and it's got a Bernie Wrightson signature on the bottom.
Yeah, Bernie was a prolific signer at conventions. Prolific. But it is not hard to get one, but you got to look for him.
The funny thing was that he was selling on his site. He was selling a lot of different comics with signatures. Some being on the cover, some being on the inside.
Yeah.
And he hadn't seen that one, so of course I bought it at quite a cheap price.
Yeah, he was prolific on the East Coast. My friend Scott Harris King has tons of autographs from him because he'd do that circuit.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't overcharge for. He'd literally say, "I'll sign 3 books for free just because you're here," or take a donation. He was that kind of open, welcoming guy. He was a prolific signer.
Who? Bernie Wrightson.
Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, Bernie was Bernie was a mensch. He was such a nice guy.
Absolutely a man.
So while I've been going through my books to do the videos, I'm trying to find it because I can't find the bloody thing at the moment. So
I put stick-on tags on the outside of my interior autograph books, so I know.
Yeah, it's something I should have done, but I forgot all about it.
Yeah, don't forget about it. Go fish it out because those are going to. Even though, again, he was prolific. That guy would sign anything for anybody. Was the sweetest of sweetheart, just like George Perez. The guy would sign.
No,
he'd say it three.
George was in a league all his own. George was the sweetest, and not that Bernie was far behind, but George, I have to put George on a pedestal.
They'd say like 3-book limit, but if you walked up with 20 books, George would sign all of them and tell you a happy story doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Nicest guy. Cut a message for me when he signed something at Emerald Con with a buddy of mine. Just said, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Why are you so fucking awesome?"
Well, you know,
I don't want to take up 10 seconds of his time, and he willingly did it. I was like,
I could have had him on. I could have had him on 2 or 3 panels at Texas Con, and it didn't even dawn on me until after the con was over, and I was like, "God, I'm an idiot." I could have had one of the guys that's. I mean, honestly, he's probably arguably one of the best Bronze Age artists ever. Probably the top. He probably sold more comics in the Bronze Age than because Bronze Age was still extended.
Most prolific, and the only reason he's not the best is because of Bernie Wrightson.
Well,
that's the only reason.
They're different.
Wrightson's a better artist, but better and more prolific. Better and more prolific. It's Perez.
Perez was so prolific and such a sweetheart guy.
I wouldn't say that he was better. I would say they're just two totally different artists.
It's different styles, but
Okay, sure.
Wrightson was a finer artist, but overall great artist. But that's why I talk about Aparo. If you can say somebody's name in the same sentence as Bernie Wrightson, they're pretty fucking incredible. And George Perez and Jim Aparo are in that discussion. And that impresses the shit out of me.
I mean, that's why the Brave and the Bold story. Some of the Brave and the Bold stories had a bit needing to read kind of thing, but you could enjoy the Jim Aparo art, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's vastly underrated. Wrightson's at least not underrated. Perez isn't as underrated, but Aparo is grossly underrated for as good as he is.
And do you think Neil's overrated?
No, he's rated just fine. He is that great. He knows he's that great. He is fucking great.
He did know that.
He knew he was great. I mean, but again, it's his style, because people that don't like his style, I can't stand fucking Ditko. I mean, I seethe at Ditko art, but I still appreciate it. I have plenty of classic Ditko books.
I think I have to hate you now.
But it's not my style. I'm more of a realism. I'm not that style. It doesn't speak to me. Where Aparo and Perez are somewhere in between the two. They're not photorealistic. They're not way.
I think with that, Alex Ross is sort of the next step up from Neil Adams.
Yeah, it's so real. It's good. It's
Neil Adams
great.
could have drawn like Alex Ross. I think he could have actually drawn like Alex Ross. He just didn't. But I think he had the capabilities of drawing.
Well, he painted, but he didn't paint like Alex. Alex Ross. There's not a better painter in comics. I mean, I hate to say it out, but I will say, the one person I was talking about earlier that comes close is George Pratt.
Yeah.
George Pratt is fantastic, but George Pratt is also more expressionism and Alex is more from the Norman Rockwell school.
Yeah, but most guys like Aparo is definitely in the Kurt Swan school, where he's somewhere right down the middle. Got more realism than.
Hey, not to correct you, but Jim himself called it Aparo.
That's what I said. I change it every 3 times. Every 3 times I say it different. I've been saying it different every fucking time.
No, I mean I've just been started by a Jonah Hex script, and there's got Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. I mean, I love his stuff. And the funny thing is, in the database, they're saying some of the covers are by Jose, but they're not actually. They're by Luis Dominguez. That's nice as well, sort of thing. You know, his art as well. So
that's why I said it's all about who's your kappa, because they're all great and they're all terrible. Just depends on who you ask. They're all great. You know, I couldn't tell Matilda Mike Mignola's bad for nothing. She's never seen a bad Mike Mignola book. I've never seen a good Mike Mignola book.
He's like that style.
It's like Ramita Jr. I mean, he's just awful.
Can't stand him. Can't stand him. His dad's great.
People are paying money. People pay money for him to do a sketch and sign for them. And why?
Yeah.
You could do a better sketch.
And again, it's acquired taste. He's got that line work, and it's more newspaper strip work.
Everybody faces the same, and I've never seen anybody with a nose the way he draws a bleeding nose.
Gil Kane. Which, when Gil Kane was on drawing other things, utterly brilliant. When he drew faces, oh my God, I hate Gil Kane faces.
I don't mind them. I think they're fine.
I mean, some of the older Western books are seen with Gil Kane.
Because they're all the same. That's why I hate him. There's no character in them. They're all similar. And now a broad picture, Gil Kane, like the Gil Kane lithograph I have, is utterly fucking brilliant. It's a guy fighting a great big monster, brilliant artwork. But if you zoom in on the guy, he just looks like the same fucking guy on every Gil Kane cover ever fucking done. But again, that's just not my cup of tea. But like I said, like Gray said, they're dynamic as hell. They're really cool. They're deep. They're dark. They're somebody's cup of, well, just not mine.
Yeah, I just don't think I really paid enough attention to the art when I was like reading comics as a kid. I just liked to read the stories. I didn't really care. I never looked who did the art. I never looked who did the writing. It just didn't bother me. I just liked the stories, and that was it. So I never really sort of got into that.
I think that was the other way around, actually. I think it was the art.
I think most people are. I think I'm the weirdo in comic books. Like,
you're fairly normal. I'm the weirdo.
Everyone I know always says, "Oh, well, yeah, what about this person's art? What about that person's art?" And I'm like, "Oh, I never noticed it, to be honest. I was just reading the stories. I never really noticed who did the art."
And I'm so fucking stupid. I'm sitting here singing praises to what I think is probably the second finest comic book ever produced, and I couldn't even remember who fucking wrote it. You know, I know FF51, Stanley and Jack Kirby, because it's iconic, but it's been years since I even
read it. But then I see how much everybody wants for it. I don't bother. What's it, Mr. McGroovy, your Paul, and on his channel was talking about that cover again because he had a Marvel reprint of it, and the Marvel reprint goes.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna have to go. I want to tell you it's been a great show.
Anyway,
love you guys. Best show ever.
Yeah,
we see the cat.
And then,
show ever.
I mean,
Mark, no.
Best guys.
Like anything O'Neill and Adams touched in the early Bronze Age, those early Dead Man, that Green Lantern, Green Arrow, when they did the X-Men, that's so goddamn good. So good of writing, so good of art. You know.
Well, I mean, that's when comics grew up as well.
Yeah.
DC comics grew up.
Well, they grew up, but they'd grown up a quarter century before, and then they got censored because they grew up. Yeah. So, I mean, they're not original, but they're original.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, they're out putting that time. That's just gross. I mean, seriously, you think of that Green Lantern, Green Arrow run, that Dead Man run, that X-Men run.
That Green Arrow run, though, couldn't have been selling that well because they cancelled the title after
it wasn't selling that well, but look how fucking good that was.
Yeah.
Look how powerful the art was, how powerful the story was. It just carried on.
Well, that series run on 139 issues. But it wasn't all, I mean, there was only those 10 by Kevin Smith, but that series ran on over 139 issues. Not Quibbler. Yeah. It's all about the Green Arrow.
Yeah, the Green Arrow.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was good. But yeah, I'm talking about the O'Neill Adams Green Lantern. Green Arrow.
Sorry.
Back in, their 11 issue crossover that just, I mean, it's still relevant today. John Stewart is coming out in the new series that was introduced there. I mean, it's still relevant 55 years later.
You'll
It's that
see
impactful. It's still
the trailer for that
important.
Lanterns. You'll see the trailer for that Lanterns.
It's horrible, but it has moments.
Yeah, it looked to me like the idea was that Jon Stewart's got to wrest the ring off from Hal Jordan. That's what it looked like.
He's got to earn it. He's got to earn it.
Thing was going rather than getting his own ring. I don't know if that's going to be the case.
Well, they're basing it on the buddy cop show. I can't even remember the damn name of it. With Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. Not Deadwood. Whatever. It's basically a buddy cop show. They could really screw it up if they stay that way. Because he does not strike me as Hal Jordan in the least. Well, a little bit, but not.
Bit too old, I think, but anyway, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be the Passover, but they're going more buddy cop than superhero. So True Detective. It's basically a couple episodes.
True Detective.
True Detective. That's basically what they're making it out to be. I won't hold out hopes. If they don't veer away from that a little bit, I'm going to be
on HBO or something.
Yeah.
I'll never see it anyway.
I mean, it's too gritty for Green Lantern, even though Green Lantern's supposed to be the staunch conservative to Ollie's hippie, and then now they're both hardcore believers. Which
that's another thing. I mean, the Green Lantern film that's always been bad mouthed, and I don't know why.
I thought that was a great film. I love that film.
I thought it was
literally watched it with my mum, and and as I was leaving and Sinestro come out, I thought, fucking hell, I can't wait to see that. I was really fucking for it.
They kind of hit a home run with that one, but it got panned really bad.
And it just became the joke, like everyone fucking piling onto it, and that's all.
Yeah, it was very, very comic book accurate. It's probably top 5 comic book accurate.
I love the way the ring constructs were done in certain scenes. I thought that was really cool. Just to me, it was like a scene from the bloody well comic books,
Yeah,
taking a roller coaster to stop the thing from.
That was the thing. It was very, very comic book accurate, and a
lot of people going on about the costume, like being a ring construct, but he always creates the costume with his ring. It just doesn't look like a ring construct in the comic for some stupid reason. It should look like a ring construct because it always is.
Yeah, that highly underrated movie.
And then even Ryan Reynolds himself take the piss out of it.
Tempest is keeping his own counsel. He's probably thinking, what a load of shit that film was.
No, I like the fact that we had Hector Hammond in it as well.
Yeah. And his head started growing as well. Yeah. And I thought the woman, I like the fucking hell, Suicide Squad woman. I've got her name for a second. She was in it as well. She was good, wasn't she? I thought one of the various actresses played her.
The one who plays Harley Quinn.
No, the leader of the Suicide Squad, the black woman. She
was in Amanda Waller.
Yeah, Amanda Waller, that's it. Yeah, she was in it as well, or one version of it. That's what I think they should have done with the DC movies. They had Amanda Waller doing like the Nick Fury role that they had in Marvel. Like Amanda Waller being the sort of central pin through all the movies.
Well, that's basically what she is in the comics. Or was.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I mean, she's dead at the moment. I don't know how long she's
right. They went for a phase where she was like slim and like... Didn't they? They did for a while, like a slim woman.
Well, when you can get an actress of that caliber, multi-Oscar winner, you take them.
There's been a few different people who've played there, haven't there?
But when you get somebody that's that good of a fucking actress, you take them. You just take them.
I've not seen the Deadpool Wolverine yet. I take it you've all seen it, have you?
I won't bother.
Yeah.
No.
It's really good.
I don't like it at all. I'm sorry.
It's just over the top, campy, stupid, silly. Yes, to be over the top, campy, stupid, silly.
Yeah, don't take it as a serious superhero movie. Just have some laughs.
It is very, very, very relevant to the stuff coming up, but it is literally it's a fucking gag from.
I tried to watch it 4 times, and I got half an hour into it, and I just just couldn't be bothered. I mean, there's very few films that are like that for me, but that I just could not be asked.
Yeah,
and it has some important points, and it has some relevant things.
Are they going to get to the point of the bleed movie in a minute? No, and I don't think they ever did.
They did. They did. Yeah, the payoff at the end is a
great.
payoff. But yeah, that's like a 4-issue limited series that starts campy, stays campy through that, stays campy through halfway through the 4th issue, and then actually resolves.
I didn't mind the Flash movie either. I thought the Flash movie was all right.
Yeah.
People were going on about CGI at the end, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It looked fine to me.
I liked all the multiverse stuff at the end.
You liked it or you didn't?
I liked all that.
Yeah, so did I.
I've never bothered. I mean, I've got it on DVD.
It's
but
like
I've never bothered watching it because I know that there's going to be no end. They're not going to complete it because they've thrown it out with the bathwater, haven't they?
Yeah, they do.
So I couldn't see the point.
What gets me?
Oh, that'd be good if they do this.
Yeah.
They obviously aren't going to, so they're going to have 20 films before they actually get to that point again. I'll probably be dead by then.
It seems like the internet picks on one tiny little thing and like fucking never shuts up about it. Like CGIing out bloody well Superman's moustache in Justice League movie. I didn't even fucking notice, to be honest. It's like it was a good action scene. I'm not fucking looking at his upper lip to see if he's got a moustache fucking CGI'd out. I don't give a shit. He's having a fight with Wonder Woman and Batman and fucking, you know.
The patheticness of all of it is the fact that, I mean, the stuff that they can do with CGI and all the other now is so above whatever we would have watched as kids. It's all fantastic.
Absolutely,
But because they've got to the stage where it is so fantastic, if there's something out of it, someone's got to moan about it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, you guys. I quite like the Martha scene in Superman versus Batman. I thought that was good. When I watched that bit in the movie, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." But not many other people did, apparently. According to the internet,
the only people that didn't like it were the ones that are on bleeding YouTube that are getting their views for slacking something off.
Yeah,
that's the only people that didn't like it. And then all these people that make comments, below, have got to chime in, and they've got to, and they barely any of them will argue with what the person's saying. That's the problem. It's just, someone just, it's like they're doing it with the Supergirl film at the moment.
They're pre-slagging it off
at the moment. Because she's said something out of context, and they've all jumped on it.
Is it a misogynist because she said about girl power or something? Was it that?
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, that's what the bloody Spice Girls were doing in 1999.
Yeah. That's what Supergirl represents, doesn't it? Really, she represents like the female character being powerful, doesn't she? For the girls to enjoy.
Because she's playing a drunk or this, that, and the other. But they're basing it on the fucking comic book that it's come from. And she was a pisshead in that comic book.
Yeah.
She just celebrating her 21st birthday. She goes to a planet where there's no yellow sun so that she can get pissed. And that's what happens in the comic, basically.
Yeah.
No, they're only copying that, so you can't.
All I've seen of it is like people slagging off because she's got earrings. They go, "Oh, earrings!" Like big arrows pointing to earrings. Like it's like, "Oh shit, how could she have that? She's invulnerable," kind of thing.
She can make them herself. She can shove it. They can make a hole for herself, can't she?
I saw the poster for that in the subway as well, actually today, and Lobo looks quite good.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, Lobo wasn't in the comic. That's the stupid thing about it. That's the stupid thing about it. But I think they put Lobo in there to make it interesting for the people that have read the comic.
Right.
Because if they're going to follow the comic as in word per word, people that have read the book aren't necessarily going to go and watch the movie.
I did see a Lobo Supergirl comic on a particular site, but I don't think it's going to be repeated on this film because it was one of them sites where they both ended up naked at the end of it. So I don't think it'll be in the movie.
No. But I mean, the thing is, it's another thing. If they're going to copy, a story, and whether you like the story or not, and that is what they're doing, and the clips I've seen of it, they are very, apart from the Lobo part. But to be honest, I quite enjoyed the Lobo part anyway, so it doesn't matter. But apart from the Lobo part, it is very comic. It was an 8-issue miniseries or maxi series, whatever you want to call it, and it's very comic accurate. and yet they're busy taking and slagging it off.
Yeah, are DC trying to still make an overall overarching like movie where all the characters are in the same world, or have they fucked that off now and just said, look, every movie's gonna be a standalone movie?
I wish they would. I'll be honest. I wish they would.
Yeah.
But they know they'll be joining it all up, and you'll end up with another Justice League, I expect. But at the speed they're going at, you know, I ain't going to be alive to see it. I'm bloody sure I won't, because it's just going to take too bleeding long.
But what's the absolute beauty of this? Think back 40 or 50 years when we were kids thinking, you know, hey, we get a Superman movie once every 3 years. We got a Batman movie at this 10-year mark. Now we got 3, 4, 5 a year to debate about it.
I don't complain about the amount of them. I can't see them all, but like I'm happy they're always making them.
I love they're doing them. My only gripe about any of them is when they go so far off script, like they did with Wonder Man.
When it's like that, I just concentrate on the bits that I do like. So I say, well, okay, I'm going to forget about all these bits that don't confirm with what I think of the character and what the comics I've read of the character. I'm just going to go with the snippets of it where they get the character right, and occasionally get one of them, and I'll get like a little buzz. Oh, cool! That was just straight out of that comic book. I remember that scene, you know, and I'll get enjoyment from that little bit. And I try to forget about the shit when they've envisaged it differently.
And Wonder Man didn't have any of that. She-Hulk had it every episode. Wonder Man didn't have any of that. None.
Yeah.
Zero. None of it. Had none of it. I was so pissed at that.
Yeah.
Because I had high hopes. It's like, but I'm forgiving, but you can't.
That does always piss me off, though, when they completely fucking do away with the character's powers, origin, costume,
all of it.
Storyline.
Did away with fucking all of it.
It's like the Christopher Reeve Superman films. I mean, 1 and 2, yes, they were the best. But the third and the fourth one were reasonably comic book accurate if you go back to the 60s.
Right.
You know, they were silly stories, and they were like silly 60s stories.
What's the one where he fights himself? Was that 2?
2, yeah.
What happened in 3? I can't remember 3.
3's when he
nuclear one, right?
Yeah, the nuclear. 3's with
3's where he fights himself.
Pardon? 3's very right. Yes, sorry. Yeah.
2's Zod.
2 is Zod, isn't it? Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2's Zod.
Right,
3's where he fights.
Another one where he fights. Yeah,
I mean, I really enjoy. I mean, and I had bought the box set with all of the things in there, including the Supergirl film and animated series and stuff like that. And then I realised so long afterwards I'd never watched Superman Returns. And
Brandon Routh one, yeah.
And I watched that, and I really enjoyed that. I mean,
I love the shit out of that one.
Yeah, and I think
also known as Atom,
the actor that played Luthor. I mean, I know he's not everybody.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey is shit in his own nest now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he got cleared, didn't he? Did he not get cleared of a lot of the?
No, he didn't get cleared of that.
No.
I'm sure someone got cleared. He was accused.
It wasn't him. He actually admitted it. He was like, I was just a drunk dumbass.
Right.
I mean, I think he played the best Luthor.
Right.
Myself, I think he's played the best Luthor.
Yeah,
I still can't think about Superman 1. Think about Superman 1. One of the most decorated actors of the 50s.
Marlon Brando.
Multi-Oscar winner. Gene Hackman, a multi-Oscar winner. One of the greatest actors ever as Lex Luthor. Just that boggles my mind in itself. The fact Hackman even took that job bends my fucking brain. And he's like, fuck it, it was a paycheck. You know, it was a paycheck.
Marlon Brando had that attitude as well.
Didn't he dial it in, Brando? Like almost as bad as the Island of Dr. Moreau, where he was like
absolutely dialed it in.
Stuff on the Island of Dr. Moreau, apparently.
Like it's a paycheck. I'm gonna dial it the fuck in. But it's like Jesus Christ, the star power they got. I don't think it can be. I don't think that can be compared now.
Well, to say, I mean, it was
show.
To Michael Caine, wasn't it? When they turned around into him about some bloody weird film he did, like Jaws 27 or whatever it was. And he turned around and they said, it was a shit film, but it bought my mum a house.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's another one. They got Michael Caine in the fucking movies. Like, Jesus Christ. That's a star power that is just way the fuck out there.
I mean, he was a brilliant Alfred as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some ridiculous fucking star power.
Yeah.
And then the Batman TV show, campiest stupid shit ever made. Look at the fucking star power in that.
Yeah, true.
show. I mean, star power. They don't have that in any. Like Ryan Reynolds is the biggest fucking star in comic book movies now, and I love Ryan Reynolds, but come on. You know, multi-time Oscar winners who earned them and probably earned more than that, or BAFTAs, or
Well, you
whatever
had
you want to call it.
Magneto. He's
Ian
one of the
McKellen, for fuck's
yeah.
sake. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
cheap. Patrick Stewart, the
Yeah.
perfect fucking casting. There has never been a more perfect casting than
The
Patrick
X-Men
Stewart.
movies got a bit crap though, didn't they? With the Dark Phoenix and that, just
Yeah.
melting all the good guys.
But like you said, I love that for what they got right. What they got wrong, I can forgive it because I loved it for those snippets. They got enough snippets right to forgive the fuck off. But oh my God, the debates, we could sit here and debate DC and Marvel and the greatness, and you guys could pile on me. But I'm telling you the severity of this. Just picture this. Walking in fucking wartime in downtime. Walking a serious thing where you could be dead in the next 50 or in the next 5 seconds, you could be dead. It's that locked in. And we're having raging, screaming debates on which comic books are better, DC or Marvel.
Yeah, it's silly, isn't it?
I mean, we'd walk guard post. We'd have to walk guard post around these armories, and one would have to go one way and one would have to go the other, and we'd cross each other's paths, and we'd have to do this for 4 hours. And the entire 4 fucking hours is the only conversations we had was, all clear, all clear, fuck you, Superman's better than Wolverine.
I saw like a clip from like a movie on a submarine or something with Denzel Washington or something, and they're having an argument about Marvel or DC or something like
Crimson Tide, yep.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the movie, but I did see the clip. I can't remember what they were arguing about, but something.
You should get the Crimson Tide and watch it because it's a pretty.
You would not believe how often that shit happens. I mean, and again, it's the comic book because in the military, you gravitate towards your clique. You know, your type of music. You're going to gravitate towards them because you're going to hang out at the same clubs. Guys who like strippers versus guys who like church. Well, you're going to gravitate towards those guys in your little thing.
Don't get them confused.
And then there were comic book, and I mean diehards, where it was Marvel or DC, and we bleed by them. And I generally love them all, but if you put them side by side, there's no comparison. I'll take Marvel over DC all day long. And these guys would be just as passionate saying DC for this, this, and this. And it's like, I get it. You're not gonna change me, but I get it. And those debates went on constantly over card games. Gravitate over regional card games. You play, if you're East Coast, you play spades. If you're Midwest, you play euchre. If you're up north, you play cribbage. You just gravitate towards card games. And you'd meet people you'd never think you'd ever think you'd have anything in common with. And I mean, I am the very definition of pasty white Midwestern Indiana fucking nerd. I am the definition of it. I am and I'm built a little different, but I am the definition of it. And I had charcoal black inner city, just from the ghetto tough guys, and Hispanics that were first generation, transplants to New York City or Southern Florida. And we had like 3 things in common. A type of music, maybe the card games we played, but if they were comic nerds, you couldn't tell us apart. You could not like us sitting here, right? You couldn't tell us apart except for our accents. We'd have the same ideas, the same opinions, and you just see through any of the other bullshit. There is no color difference. There is no ethnicity difference. There is no race difference. This guy's a staunch Catholic. That guy's this. I'm a Buddhist. Didn't fucking matter when it came to Superman, Batman. God, man, when fucking Batman 89 came out, you could not get a fucking seat the first 20 showings of that on a military base. Marvel, DC, it didn't fucking matter. It was packed, and everybody had a fucking opinion on it. Absolutely. Most crowded movie theater I've ever been in my life was Batman '89, and went back 3 times to see it.
Oh well, done nearly 3 hours. What are we doing?
I'm gonna have to,
we need to put to bed now, don't we?
We've
I'm
won
gonna have to
some watching.
Although I do have to say, in that film where he flew the Batwing up in front of the moon, when I was in the cinema, I was like, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And you stand up and applaud. How many times have you seen people stand up and applaud in movies?
I absolutely
We stood
hated
up and
Batman
fucking
89.
applauded.
I never liked it. I hated that when it was at the cinema. I thought it was rubbish. Literally, I was
Right.
close to standing up and shouting at the screen, Batman wouldn't do that. I was fucking livid watching that one.
Now, do you want a fun suspension of disbelief? I knew somebody that was in Batman 2 personally, and I forgot while I was watching it.
Ah.
And I personally knew someone in the fucking movie. I was like, wait, shit, Doug was in that movie. Where was Doug in it? Had a big fucking part in the movie. Forgot all about it. But he's the one that put the bomb on the Batmobile.
Was
Doug
just the clown?
Doug was the clown that put the bomb on the Batmobile. And I mean, that was, he'd come back to town and he could trade off that for the rest of his life. Not the fact that he went on to do Hellboy or Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
He could trade on just being that. He could trade on just being that clown in that like 12-second close up and 34-second scene. Pretty sure I actually got the numbers right thinking about that because we told that story so much. But yeah, he's the clown that stuck the bomb on the Batmobile right there. And he's just a snot-nosed kid that grew up in my neighborhood.
Right, well.
Nighty night, everybody.
See you later.
Sleep tight.
This was fun. Hurt like fuck, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
Ta-da.
Next time I see anybody, I will have